Live from Art Hooper Stadium on the campus of Nevada Union High School, Touchdown Productions, simply the best in high school sports television, is proud to present the CIF Sac Joaquin Section Les Schwab Tires Division I Football Playoffs. Tonight, the Metro League co-champion Nevada Union Miners take on their Delta League opponent, the Sheldon Huskies. And all the playoff football action is coming up next, right here on your NorCal Game of the Week. The football playoffs begin all across Northern California tonight, and we are here at Hooper Stadium, the home of the Nevada Union Miners, as they host the Sheldon Huskies. Good evening, football fans, and welcome to the playoffs. I'm Jim Adams, along with Pete Dufour tonight. Our producer-director is Gil Dominguez, and of course, the rest of the Touchdown Production sports team is here and ready to bring you tonight's Division I showdown between Nevada Union and Sheldon.
Yeah, no, Jim, NU coach Dave Humphers is the guy you want picking your lottery numbers. He won last week's ticket poll in the Metro League, which resulted in the Miners receiving the #1 seed from the Metro. That allowed them to host tonight's game at home with the Sheldon Huskies. They had to fight off a determined Elk Grove team to advance to the playoffs for the very first time in their school history, but their coach is no stranger to the playoffs. Ed Lombardi has been here before.
And we're going to talk a lot more about Sheldon tonight, a great accomplishment for a very talented Sheldon team that's sky high with excitement as they travel into the postseason for, Pete, the very first time.
You know, and they're a young team. They also have had some injuries and had to replace 3 key players here in the latter part of the season. So not only are they inexperienced, they've got some people out there that don't have a tremendous amount of experience this year alone. So it's going to be a very difficult chance for them against Nevada Union tonight.
And for the Miners, a little luck with the seeding draw helps them recover from their loss 2 weeks ago in Granite Bay, who along with Grant must now play on the road. And for the Huskies, it's the dream of a Cinderella season. And we'll continue our pregame show from Hooper Stadium after a word from our sponsors. You're watching exclusive coverage of the Nevada Union Miners versus Sheldon Huskies first round playoffs on the Touchdown Productions NorCal Game of the Week Sports Network. The NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten by Liberty Motors. Gary Alkenbrack offers you the latest automotive technology from Dodge, Chrysler, and Plymouth, with a selection of cars, trucks, and 4x4s on site and ready to drive. That's why Liberty Motors is solving your transportation needs.
And by Hanson Brothers Construction and HBE Rentals. HBE Rentals has expanded, which means more room for the professional rental equipment you need. And rental manager Craig Arthur is always there, so you'll find the tools to get the job done right. Hanson Brothers Construction and HBE Rentals.
Suburban Propane. Suburban Propane is everywhere they play football in the foothills in Grass Valley, Auburn, and Colfax. They've built their name and reputation on customer service, and that's why they've been named Nevada County's best propane company for the 6th straight year. Suburban Propane, delivering propane your way for the past 76 years.
And by Burke Home Loans, John Red Burke. Not your typical loan officer. John is a trained, educated loan expert, ethical, honest, and straightforward, so you'll have no surprises at the close of escrow. Perhaps that's why John Burke was voted Nevada County's best loan officer, and John Burke and Burke Home Loans, Nevada County's best mortgage company.
Placer Title Company, Larry Ingersoll and Sally Vigil remind you that when you purchase or refinance property in Nevada County, only you have the right to decide which title company you use. And Placer Title Company gives you peace of mind in all your title and escrow transactions. Placer Title Company.
Actually, it's under my direction.
The NorCal Game of the Week is being presented by Touchdown Productions, simply the best in high school sports television. This is Jim Adams along with Pete Dufour saying thank you for choosing us tonight for your family's home entertainment across our NorCal network of stations, including and welcoming the Comcast Sportsnet. Whether you're watching us in Medford, Oregon, Fresno, California, the Bay Area to Reno, Nevada, we're glad that you could join us and have us as part of your viewing habits tonight. And Pete, we've got a pretty exciting contest tonight. Let's start off with talking about the Sheldon team. Sheldon, an inexperienced team in the postseason. Your analysis.
Well, I think they've got their work cut out for them, but you use the word excitement. I think this Sheldon team is going to be very exciting to watch, and I do think they're going to be a challenge for Nevada Union to defend. Of course, Ed Lombardi, formerly of Elk Grove, went to Clovis West, the football power, was there for 3 years, came back, now is at Sheldon. He's been at Sheldon for 3 years. First year, 2-6, 2-7. Second year, 5-5. This year, 6-2-2. Now, you take 5 points off of that schedule, put them in the right places, and this team would be 9-1. This despite all the injuries that they have had. Their big stud, Brandon Earl, was leading everything in passing and rushing as the quarterback of this team after the first 2 games. Went down with an injury in week 2. They brought in Cam Morris, a junior quarterback. He has done very, very well for them, but he was injured 2 weeks ago, still has a sore ankle, so he can't go at quarterback. Last week they went to Thomas Downs, their leading rusher, who was averaging over 100 yards per game from the running back position. They asked him to be the quarterback. He responded, going 10 of 18 last week against Elk Grove, threw a big touchdown in the fourth quarter against Elk Grove, and he's just a junior. This team has a lot of young players. A lot of the replacement players are juniors. Another blow came to the team last week as their number 1 receiver, Derek Carroll, went down with an injury. So now he is going to be replaced by yet another junior. So a lot of question marks, but they like to run the Utah, if you watch college football, Utah runs this spread offense, no tight end, 3 wide receivers, a running back. They get out there on the outside, they throw, they run. It's going to be an option-type defense for Nevada Union to have to defend with against this spread offense. Should be an exciting and interesting challenge for Nevada Union.
And we'll take a look at Nevada Union in just a moment after we remind you that the NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten by Casey Wood Corporation. The Casey Wood Corporation serves the needs of the professional contractor in Nevada and Placer counties. And Mark and Kevin Casey, along with Brent Frazier, are happy to be part of the NU Turf Committee to create a new Hooper Stadium. Casey Wood Corporation.
Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services. Mike knows a winning team like the Miners when he sees one, and that's why he's assembled a winning team for you. So when you work with Kathy, Karen, Bobby, or Sarah, you'll know you're working with the best at Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance.
Beam Easy Living Center, the playoffs are here, so why just watch TV when your feet can feel it? The Beam Central carries a selection of big screen TVs and surround sound audio in their 5,000 square foot showroom and can turn watching the game of the week into a theater experience. It's all at the Beam Easy Living Center.
And by Porta Subs. What makes a Porta Subs slice to order sandwich so good? Well, if you ask Mike and Cindy Argento or John Larimer, they will tell you that it's the soft bread baked fresh daily. For breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Porta Subs is ready with fresh-made sandwiches. That's why you'll find everything for everyone, for every appetite at Porta Subs.
Top This Truck and Auto Accessories. Top This is our local accessory store with a variety of products for your car and truck. Their showroom is chock full of products, and owner Chuck Cavros is on hand to give you the advice you need. Top This Truck and Auto Accessories, your truck's favorite store. The NorCal Game of the Week is being presented by Touchdown Productions, simply the best in high school sports television. Remember, all of our sports telecasts since 1997 are now available on DVD, so if you have played any high school sport, you're on the NorCal Game of the Week. Just contact Touchdown Productions office to see if we have your game. Touchdown Productions, proud to be part of your high school sports community since 1997. And Pete, for the Nevada Union Miners, the postseason has almost become a ritual.
Hasn't it, though? I mean, you think of Victorian Christmas between Grass Valley and Nevada City. and Nevada Union's still playing football. And a lot of teams have hung it up for the year, but Dave Humphers, year in and year out, has had this squad ready to go. And what a great night for football. What a beautiful setting we have here at Hooper Stadium. And, you know, they're very rested, having had the week off after the loss to Granite Bay, after the exciting win over Grant the week before. But again, without that ticket pull from Dave Humphers, we might not be here tonight.
And to put it simply, if the Miners are able to prevail tonight, big purpose in their victory, because they would have home field advantage also for the second game. For Sheldon, they will play most of their postseason on the road, so if they are able to survive this evening, they will again be traveling next week. Pete, what can we look for on offense from Nevada Union?
Well, I tell you, we were very impressed with the throwing, the passing of Chad Mason in that first game, and the surprise of Mason becoming eligible, and coming. And I see he's one of the captains out there. You see him, number 7, on your screen at the 50-yard line, ready to take the field. He throws a very nice ball. And I was also very impressed with Josh Knox and what great speed he had in the Grant game, actually running away from some Grant defenders. I think Nevada Union is so solid on offense, and I tell you, the wing tee, almost feel like everybody ought to be forced to run it.
We're going to have our coin toss right now. Let's go on live down to the field.
Bill Stannard is our referee. Bill Stannard.
Playoff, gentlemen. My name is Mr. Stannard. I'm your referee. Let me introduce the rest of the crew for you tonight. Mr. Flores will be over here on the Sheldon sideline. Okay, Mr. Cruz is your alternate official, gentlemen. Mr. Martinez is your umpire. He'll be with your linebackers. Mr. McGowan is your back judge. He'll be with your defensive backs. Mr. Wilkinson will be over here on the NU sideline. Captains, if you have any questions, ask any of us. We'll answer the questions. Do we have any questions tonight, gentlemen? Either team? Visiting team, correct? So we're going to let him call the coin toss. You're the spokesman, is that right? That's a silver dollar, sir. That's the head.
Yes, sir.
And that's the tail. Thank you for letting him call it, sir. That is the tail. And that was going to be the hit.
Well, Bill Stannard not off to a great start
You're
here.
the spokesman over here, right? You're going to call it, sir. Call it so Mr. Martinez can hear it. You ready?
Yeah.
Call it now.
Heads.
You called a head, is that correct? And that is, sir?
Tails.
Is that a tail, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, he's one toss.
We'll defer.
You want to defend or defer?
Defer.
Defer, okay, he's going to defer. You're going to receive. You want to kick which way, sir?
I'll kick this way.
You want to kick that way? All right, put your back over here if you would.
So Nevada Union won, but they deferred, so now they will get the ball in the second half, and Sheldon will get the ball here in the first half. Bill Stannard, great official, one of the very best in Northern California Officials Association, NCOA, and I guarantee you he hangs onto his wallet a lot better than he did that silver dollar. But he's one of the best, and a great crew. And if I can get the rest of the guys' names in here real quickly, the umpire he'll be working closely with is Nick Martinez. He's the guy in the middle by the linebackers. Keith Wilkerson is the line judge. He was on the sideline at the Grant NU game. Kaylee McGowan, who also worked the Grant NU game, is again the back judge, an excellent official. And John Flores will be the head linesman. He'll be on the far side of the field. Bill Cruz will be the alternate official. It's a 5-man crew. Mechanics, but they added a 6th man for the playoffs just in case.
And for Nevada Union tonight, as far as running is concerned, they will receive back in the lineup David Zeeler. Zeeler suffered a concussion during the Grant game and was very much missed during the Granite Bay. And we're going to have a moment of silence here prior to the national anthem.
Last weekend we lost a Bear Rivers High School graduate of 2005, Jamie Jones. She was killed in a fatal accident last weekend on 49. And Bear River High School graduate of 2004, John Doucette, committed to fight for freedom as a member of the United States Marine Corps. Thank you. And now, sing our national anthem under the direction of Coach Stein. That evening was Miners.
Hey, go hard.
Yes.
national anthem you'll hear at any high school game anywhere, right here.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And I always say, if you can get the NU offense and defense to execute as well as the boys' chorus, it's a win for NU.
You got that right, Pete. And for Nevada Union, everybody is healthy. Players who were out are back. A bye week last week. So the Nevada Union team is a team that should be prepared for this playoffs. What was their undoing 2 weeks ago? They turned the ball over with 4 fumbles. And so we'll see how they do tonight. The NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten by Grass Valley Glass. Shauna Marty and former NU player and coach Curtis Sowen specialize in everything glass. From mirrors to windows, they can repair or replace any window product and provide one-day windshield replacement or repair, and work with most major insurance companies to get you back on the road quickly. Grass Valley Glass.
BNC True Value Home and Garden Center. It's time to clean it, fix it, and paint it with BNC. Now featured at BNC is a Green Thumb Outdoor Hard Surface Sweeper. This heavy-duty, motorless, noiseless sweeper picks up rocks, cans, leaves, grass, and more. It's on display at BNC True Value Home and Garden Center, where help is just around the corner.
Greg Segezi, Nevada County Realtor at gregsegezi.com. You'll find the latest information on Nevada County properties with complete descriptions, maps, and photos. And Greg will always treat you with honesty and integrity. That's why you can trust Greg Segezi, Nevada County Realtor.
MBI Ready Mix and MBI Landscape Supply. MBI Landscape Supply, located across the street from MBI Ready Mix, specializing U-Cart concrete services, has many different styles of unique forms of landscape materials on display and ready for delivery. MBI Ready Mix and MBI Landscape Company Supply.
Statewide Homes. Statewide Homes are your exclusive full-service Fleetwood manufactured home dealerships, family-operated in Nevada County. The NorCal Game of the Week is being presented by Touchdown Productions, and here's our opening kickoff. Taken a short kick by Nevada Union, but the ball goes to about the 26-yard line, and it looked like number 1, Alex Dillard, takes the ball there. Dillard will be a good part of the offense here for Sheldon. And Pete, what can we expect offensively from Sheldon?
Again, you're going to see that Utah spread offense, but Ed Lombardi, who is a big fan of the wing tee and ran it for many years at Elk Grove, uses a lot of the same blocking schemes as the wing tee.
Downs takes the ball, runs to the right, is hit hard by James Brindley for no gain on the play. In fact, he may have even lost a little bit of yardage there.
I imagine Brindley is probably going to be keying off of Downs. Downs, the quarterback, again, just inserted at the quarterback slot last week. He's really a running back, but he is going to be running this offense.
Keeps the ball again on second down and doesn't do much better than he did on first down. And for the Miners there, in quickly is Mike McLean on the tackle, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and long. And Pete, in the pre-game, Coach Humphers for Nevada Union said he wanted to force Sheldon into the passing situation. Looks like they're there on 3rd down.
Well, and without their top wide receiver, I think Sheldon might be a little vulnerable there. We will see. But
Downs rolls
now.
right, throws wide open, complete, but is hit far short of a first down there by the Miners by Looked like number 33, Jared Ralph.
And number 54 was also over there. Andrew Jackson, we'll hear his name a lot for NU. Outstanding senior defensive end.
And here, let's take a look at that third down play.
See, a lot of rollout plays like this, Jim. That's how they get their offense. And coming up and making that stop, Brandon Cantrell. And again, NU, an excellent wrapping up and tackling defensive team.
Almost blocked. The ball goes straight up in the air and takes a Nevada Union bounce and is down in Sheldon territory about the 47-yard line.
Brindley ran up like he was going to try and return that.
I think that maybe he had it in mind if it had the right bounce. James Brindley, a very talented punt returner for Nevada Union, and Chad Mason and the Miners take up shop at the 46-yard line of Sheldon here. Early in the first quarter, 10:09 remaining, Nevada Union with their first possession. Rolls right, throws over, Noxon incomplete. Josh Noxon, who quarterbacked the first 2/3 of the season for the Miners, came on over to him on the near side here, but incomplete. Chad Mason at quarterback. This is his third week of attending the quarterback duties for Nevada Union.
NU certainly knows about having to do with backup quarterbacks.
Near side. Good block, good gain up the field, and looks like close to a first down is David Zeeler. So Zeeler back after that week off due to the concussion, and Pete, he looked pretty good on that play.
And the blocking was excellent. It all starts with the blocking.
Let's take a quick look at that here, Pete.
13-yard pickup for
Here's
Zeeler.
Zeeler coming right at us.
Look at the blocking. I mean, all he has to do is run.
And back to live action, and on that play, Dennis Royal takes the ball and gets another 8-yard gain for the Miners. So early on, the running game pretty impressive. They're at the 25 of Sheldon already. Second down and 2. Royal again behind Mason, and he'll take it again. Oh, excuse me, no, it's the fumble, and on that particular play, it was Jesse Etlin. Etlin fumbles, and I'm sure that will concern Dave Humphers based on the 4 fumbles of the previous week.
They lost a yard on that play. 3 running plays for Nevada Union, and they have 20 yards to show for it.
Third down, Royal again in the backfield. But this is going to be a pass, and he throws. Nice catch on the play. Takes it down inside the 10-yard line there. Number 16, Mike Apple. Wow. An Apple who didn't get a ball thrown his way in the Grant game, or excuse me, in the Granite Bay game, makes a big impact here on the first drive. Pete, that's a big first down.
I mean, that was a heck of a grab. One-armed snatch. And you in business inside the 10.
This is Royal plowing his way inside the 5 to about the 3. And so for the Miners, second down and goal. And a pretty impressive drive, at least early on here, for the Miners. Royal remains in the backfield, and this one will go to him again. And he gets through to about the 2, where it'll be a third down now and goal. Into the game comes Andrew Matroka. Jesse Etlin checks out for the Miners.
Well, Etlin and Royal are getting a lot more opportunities in this game than they typically do, are they not?
This will be Zeeler. Coming near side. Touchdown, Nevada Union. So the Miners score first in a very efficient drive that takes only about 3 minutes. They drive the 46 yards and lead 6-0. Pete, that was a pretty impressive drive.
And it was quick. And that's what happens when you get great field position. You take advantage of it. The only thing that went wrong, well, actually 2 things. They had an incomplete pass, and then they had a broken play that lost a yard. Other than that, everything went Nevada Union's way.
Apple, a big catch on that drive, that one-handed third down play proving to be crucial. And here's a penalty against NU.
I'm not sure what that was. So
15-yard variety.
Was it celebration or what was it? Let's get Bill Standard will give us the call here.
Dead ball foul.
Unsportsmanlike. So they were celebrating. and we can't do that. This is that signal he just gave us a 1 untimed down here. So NU's going to have to kick a long field goal for an extra point, 35-yard extra point right here.
Dante Punteri in, Josh Noxon holding. Punteri very efficient on the season, and he gets it away. It is up, it is high, it is good.
Oh, awesome.
So a crucial extra point there, and the Nevada Union Miners take a 7-0 lead here with 8:03 to play in the first quarter. And for the Miners, that's exactly how they wanted to come out of the chute tonight, Pete. And let's take a look at Mike Apple's reception during that drive.
This looked like that young man from the 49ers who made that circus catch the other day. Watch as he again has great time one-handed. Look at that. It brings the other hand up to help out. But what a great pass on the money as well from Mason, because he put it where, of course, the NU receiver could catch it, but also you looked at that, there were 3 Sheldon defenders around it. He had to make sure none of them had a shot at it. And a great pass, nice reception, great extra point. Zeeler's 13-yard run, and Nevada Union's got the 7-0 lead.
And there's that squib again, comes off to Dillard. Dillard going to the far side of the field and gets to about the 30. Jingles was deep for Sheldon. And let's take a look at the touchdown that made it 6-0.
Great replays, especially here, these quick offenses. You know, we talked a lot about the skilled players in the pregame, and we always do that, but when it gets right down to it, it's those guys up front that make it happen. Great blocking for NU.
First down, and Downs has the ball, and he again does not get much yardage. In fact, maybe got to the line of scrimmage. So that'll be a 2nd down and 10, and so far the Nevada Union run defense has been pretty much impenetrable, Pete.
Well, they have obviously scouted Sheldon very well.
Downs takes it back, looking, big rush, gets away, goes up the field and goes out of bounds for probably about a 5-yard gain. And it looked like that Justin Lane had a shot at him there along the sideline. And so that'll bring up, I guess he went out sooner than we thought. That'll bring up about a 3rd down and 8, so only a 2-yard gain. Probably brings up another passing situation. And coming out is Zach Mash for Nevada Union. So 3rd and long, just as with their first series.
4 wide receiver package.
This time it comes this way, and this is going to be, I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage.
It was very close, but I don't think he was across the 30, but the 32-yard line. He was across the original line of scrimmage, but it was very close. But again, that's what we're going to see a lot of. The decision on what kind of play it'll be will be determined by the quarterback once he's out on the edge someplace, and that makes for a very exciting offense.
So 3 and out in their second series also for Sheldon. And to punt is Ryan Williams, number 18. James Brindley deep for the Miners. High snap, gets it away, and there's a flag on the play, and that'll be roughing the punter. Brindley takes the ball, and all of this will probably be for naught. As the flag was thrown, there wasn't much contact at all, but it'll be roughing the passer.
Running into the kicker.
Running into the kicker. So is that the 5-yard variety?
That's the shorter one. That might not be a first down. I'm not sure, I have to confess, on what they do. I don't think it's an automatic first down, because it wasn't a personal foul. And
so let's take a look at what they do here. And is this the 5-yard version or the 15-yard version? Let's see. Yeah, and it is the 5-yard, so that'll still be 4th down.
It was not. He did not signal. He doesn't signal personal foul here, which would have been an automatic first down, roughing the quarterback and the kicker, that kind of thing. And it would have given a first down anyway. Now we've got a timeout.
I think that Sheldon will take timeout. And Pete, they're going to think this over.
Well, I hope they don't think too long, because you think long, you think wrong. It's 4th down and 3. They gave Nevada Union great field position. Nevada Union took it in on a 46-yard drive. I don't think they want to do anything but punt the ball away here.
We've got 6:55 to play here from Hooper Stadium. 7-0 Miners. Will be back in a moment. So, Pete, I think you nailed that one pretty well. Awfully early in the game to gamble on 4th and 4, only down 7-0, especially with really a passing game and a running game that to the moment really hasn't gone anywhere for Sheldon.
Right. And I'm sure Ed Lombardi maybe just wants to settle them down and get them thinking, get their heads back in the game. As we mentioned, it's a very young team. Sheldon has no playoff experience in their school, but they are here in full force. They fill the bleachers on the far side. They brought their band. They brought about 6 Rooters buses up here from South Sac, and this is a big deal for these Huskies tonight.
Brindley gets a second chance on the return. That one also is almost blocked. And
what a punt.
And it takes Brindley way back. He's going to have a hard time. Comes to this far side and has to is tackled at the 10-yard line. So a great play there, Pete, for Sheldon. Nevada Union is pinned way back deep in their territory.
That was about a 50-yard punt. And Nevada Union's coverage was so good that they lost another 10 yards on that.
And let's take a look at that right there.
Play.
And here's James Brindley.
Trying to get to the near side where the picket is set up, but he's just not going to make it down there. Good coverage. That could have been a foul right there as Brindley grabbed a hold of the defender's face mask.
So for Nevada Union at their own 10-yard line, Chad Mason takes up shop, 1st and 10. This is Zeeler, a double reverse to Noxon. If Noxon can get outside, and he does, that'll be a first down as he goes out of bounds at about the 22-yard line.
Boy, that is a gutsy call, a double reverse from your own 10-yard line. Got to hand it to Dave Humphers. He's rolling the dice, and that's going to be very close to a first down. And they are going to call for a measurement. Timeout for a measurement here.
Noxon, no stranger to carrying the ball. Weeks about 1 through 6, he was the quarterback for the Miners and emerged as one of the leading rushers for the team. So made to order on that double reverse. A pretty deceptive play there, Pete. And like you said, there they go with it at their 10-yard line.
I tell you, 8 out of 10 teams that try that, there'd be a fumble, loose ball at the 5-yard line, and the other team could recover, take it in, whatever. You know what the difference is in these teams that you're going to see here in the playoffs? And it's year in and year out with Nevada Union. It's execution. They're just so well coached. They are so well drilled. They just, to run the wing T offense, you have to have communication. It is a first down. You have to have great communication. You have to have people paying attention, and you've got to do the little things right.
Noxon far side this time. The ball comes up the middle, and that is Royal on the play. Dennis Royal with the carry.
He's getting a lot of work tonight.
He is. Picks up about 7 yards. Royal probably the number 2 workhorse offensively in the running game behind David Zeeler. And Noxon this time is near side. Mason back. Looks for Noxon, catches him, cuts
First
inside,
down.
back outside, and a first down for the Miners. So they start at their 10, up now to about the 35-yard line. 6 minutes exactly to play, halfway through the first quarter. Royal again in the backfield, but this will be Mason. Over the middle, complete to Apple. Apple moves almost to midfield. So Mike Apple with his second reception of the game, and he takes the ball to about the 48-yard line and another first down. And for a player who didn't get a lot of work over the last 2 weeks of the regular season, Apple's been a pretty good performer early on here.
Hey, 2 catches, 23 yards, 2 first downs.
Fakes it to Etlin. Throws it again, but over the head this time of Mike Apple, and Apple would have had to have been about 10 feet tall to catch that one.
Yeah, I think you might say Chad Mason would like to have that pass back.
Nevada Union largely a running offense. However, from the indications that we're getting, we're going to see a lot more of a mix tonight between the running and the passing game. Chad Mason having a good week of practice in the passing game, and so we'll see where that takes us. 2nd down and 10. Handoff. Left side, and that's going to be Jesse Etlin on the play, and Etlin doesn't get much. That'll bring up a 3rd down. Big defensive play there for Sheldon.
I think Etlin got what he got was a headache. He got taken down, kind of clothesline there. And that's only one of second loss play for Nevada Union from scrimmage. And it brings up a 3rd and 11. But if you're Sheldon here, who do you look for? There's just so many weapons.
In motion is Zeeler. Zeeler up the middle, almost gets the 1st down, probably about a yard short, maybe 2 yards short. And so that'll bring up a 4th down and 2. Well, 4th down and about 3 on the play. And let's see what Humphers goes with.
I would think he'd want to punt here and pin him back, but maybe he'll just go with the hard count, try to draw the young Huskies offside. We'll see.
Nevada Union does have in their scheme a shift, which often pulls the other team off sides. But this will be a handoff.
Oh, boy.
Up the middle, 1st down by Royal. So Dennis Royal penetrates the right side. And another 1st down for the Miners. So they use all 4 downs, Pete, but they get the end result.
Dennis Royal is having himself a good night here. He's got 5 carries with 21 yards already.
This will be Matroka. Andrew Matroka, left side, tries to find a hole. Not much there. Maybe gets a yard on the play. Andrew Matroka has scored a couple of key touchdowns for the Miners. Started off the season against Laguna Creek with a touchdown. And so with 3:40 to go, it'll be a 2nd down and about 8. 2 backfield, looks to the 2nd one. That'll come to Zeeler. Zeeler takes the ball, left side, 1st down, more yardage, inside the 30-yard line to about the 25. And Petey showing no ill effects of that concussion that sidelined him against Granite Bay.
Probably ask him, he'll say, what concussion? He probably doesn't remember it. But another nice pass from Chad Mason. And Zeeler, the recipient. A similar play that they ran to set up the touchdown just before halftime against Grant.
1st down, 2nd man through. This is Zeeler again.
Wow.
And Zeeler with a big gain. Takes the ball inside the 20. And that will bring up a 2nd down and about 2. And the Miners, having driven now about 70 yards on the drive.
4 carries, 32 yards for Zeeler.
And David Zeeler, sick out there on the field right now. Don't be too concerned by it. And the Miners need to call timeout. And here comes Zeeler off the field right now.
Wow.
And so this has got to be a concern for the Miners. Although, I hate to report this, but Zeeler is known for getting sick during the course of games. However, that's not a good scene with him coming off of a concussion like
right.
that.
Well, he threw up on the field. I wonder if they're going to try to do something to clean that up or what they're going to do.
And here he comes over to the sidelines.
They need to take all the precautions in the world, of course, and I'm sure they will. The NU staff won't take any chances. It's great to see all these sophomores. They moved up for the varsity game. I don't believe any of them will play. Same with Sheldon, brought a bunch of kids up. But it looks impressive having all those. NU must have 60 guys on the sidelines.
Trying to get some more liquids in Zeeler right now. And that's got to be a concern, Pete, because Zeeler's a big part of the running offense for the Miners.
Well, not only running offense, the passing offense. I mean, he's got 1 reception for 10 yards. He's got 4 carries for 32. and he's just a threat every time he's out there on the field.
Second and short, but this will be a pass. Heavy rush, but Mason's going to take it himself for a first down and goes out of bounds
All the way to the track.
at about the 15. And so another first down on this drive. The Miners have driven now 75 yards. They're at the 15, first and 10. Noxon will split far side. Handoff. Brenly, left side, digging, finding a hole. Looks like another first down, or at least close to it, as I think he got inside the 5 on that play. Maybe not.
James Brinley. He's got a first
That is
down.
a first down. That'll be first and goal for the Miners at about the 3-yard line.
So he gets into the ball game. 10 yards, first down. It doesn't matter who Dave Humphers numbers, who he calls tonight, because that offensive line is obviously having its way, and it's very difficult against this wing T blocking scheme to really overpower, because as soon as you try to overpower, you're out of the play.
This will be Dennis Royal, and it's a touchdown for Nevada Union. So the Miners drive 90 yards with 2:26 to play in the first quarter, and they take a 13-0 lead against Sheldon. And Pete, as impressive as that first drive was, the selection on the second one seemed almost better.
You know, we've talked about Dave Humphers and his bag of tricks. Right now, they're just having their way with Sheldon. The extra point kick is good.
Kicks the extra point. So with 2:26 to play, the Miners have forged out to a 14-0 lead. We'll be back in a moment on the Comcast Sports Network. So for Sheldon, Pete, they're in a position where they really need to find some solutions here. Let's take a look at a part of this drive. I think this is the touchdown to Royal.
The guard pulls, and the tackle blocks down, and there's the hole. It's only open for a second. That's all you need. Royal blasts right through. Beautiful wing tee blocking. It's simple, but it's very effective. Like I said at the top of the show, it's poetry in motion. I think every team ought to be mandated to run at least 10 plays from the wing tee in high school.
And there's that squib kick again that goes back and is taken by Sheldon, comes near side, tries to find a hole, but the Miners converge. And on the tackle for the Miners is Dan Granning. And Roland Jingles was deep. I guess, Pete, you could say we're coming up on his time of year.
Jingle, if he goes all the way,
yeah,
I'm going to give you the call.
Jingles goes all the way. That would be a dream for Sheldon right now, but they're on offense at the 26-yard line. Up the middle, but again, that run defense is almost like a brick wall. James Brindley in there. And again on the second play, Dan Granning in there, number 12. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and 9. Early on, very stingy, the Nevada Union Miners defensively. Downs rolls right, looking to pass, gets it out there, but over the head of his intended receiver, Denver Saunders.
He was wide open, too. Downs is a heck of an athlete, and it's almost a shame that he has to play quarterback, because this young man obviously has some speed and some moves. And I think if we see him out in the open field, we're going to see something special. Kind of hard to get in the open field, though, when you've got Nevada Union, their swarming defense. Both these teams play similar defenses, too, by the way, Marty. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
3rd and another long.
They have a blitz here. Here it comes.
Here they come, rolling right. Throws over there, but that is incomplete. And that'll bring up a 4th down and 9. And that'll be 3 successive 3-and-outs for Sheldon. Not the way they wanted to start this game.
No, for 3. Mike McCain with the blitz from his middle linebacker spot there. Put the pressure on. and just forced them out of the pocket. It's going to be very difficult. If you have one dimension to your offense, the defense can find a way to stop it. And if Sheldon can't come up with something that can work for them, this sprint out, roll out, spread offense is Nevada Union seems to have their number at this point.
Ryan Williams back deep to punt.
They're setting up
Gets
for
it
the
away.
return.
Brindley will come up and he'll take that one on the run at the 42-yard line. Gets a block, gets to the 45, springs forward to about the 48.
Great field position again.
And so the Miners at the 48 of Nevada Union will start their third drive of the night with 1:31 to play. And Pete, the offense for Sheldon wasn't even out on the field for a minute.
1:31 here left in the first quarter. Nevada Union with a 14-0 lead. Last time at their own 10-yard line, they started with a double reverse.
Zeeler in, but that will come on up the middle, I believe, to
Royal.
Royal. And Royal does a great job of driving for extra yardage.
Certainly did. And he has picked up about 5 yards there.
And he is injured on the play, and I think he hurt his left arm.
Looks like his shoulder maybe, the way he's holding it. That's not good news the way that young man's running.
I think it's the left arm. So let's see what happens there.
7 carries, 28 yards so far for Royal.
We'll watch that carefully. So Jason Weathern now. And Weathern will take the ball up the middle. That's Etlin. Etlin has the ball driving, getting extra yardage, gets inside the 30.
18-yard pickup.
And that deception was so good that it caught me keen in on the wrong guy, Pete.
You plug anybody in. I think you could go out there and run right now the way this offensive line for Nevada Union is opening up these holes.
I think I'll pass.
Yeah, well, you could probably have success with that too.
Back to pass is Mason, and incomplete. Hits the defender in the back.
Hit him right in the numbers.
Yes, it did.
But the numbers were on his back.
And that was number 22, Brandon Moy.
And again, the best cover man for Sheldon, Brock Rhodes, is not out there tonight. He was injured as well. So they are hurting. 4 for 7 in the passing department for
This
Mason.
is Etlin, Jesse Etlin, left side. Tries to find a hole, does. Breaks inside the 15-yard line. And another first down, and the Miners are manhandling the Sheldon defense.
16-yard pickup for Etlin. 3 carries for him now, and he has 30 yards to, what did I say, 16 yards? He's got 33 yards on the night with 3 carries.
Matroka and Weathern check in. Royal will take the ball up the middle and get some decent yardage on that play. And that was David Zeeler.
Good to see Zeeler back out there. He
So
must be all
Zeeler
right.
takes the ball there. Not too efficient a run, but that'll bring up a second down. Second and about 5, so a 5-yard gain. Roll out, right side, should run, does, 5, 3. Right at the goal line, and that ball will be spotted at about the 1.
The official on that play was right there and made that call. That's Keith Wilkerson, the line judge.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter from Art Hooper Stadium in Grass Valley, California. We've played 12 minutes. The Nevada Union Miners lead Sheldon 14-0. We'll be back with second quarter action in just a moment. We'd like to remind you that the NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten by A to Z Supply, Ace Hardware. A to Z is your only Ace Hardware store in Grass Valley with a wide selection of hardware products for your home and business, including generators, garden tools, plumbing supplies. And owner Dan Weed is always on hand to help you with the toughest projects. A to Z Supply and Ace Hardware.
By Premier Flooring Coverings. Dan and Julie Grattan welcome you to the world of beautiful floor and window coverings. Premier is the only official Mohawk factory store in the foothills, and their newly remodeled showroom features many large displays of popular hard-scrubbed hardwood floors of maple, birch, oak, and hickory. Be sure to find what you need at Premier Floor Coverings.
Jerry Chan OD and Lisa Moon OD. Jerry Chan and Lisa Moon specialize in family vision care and offer thorough eye examinations with Optomap technology, which scans the inside of the eye, producing images of the retina, which can then map any changes in your vision. Just another way Jerry and Lisa look after the health of your most precious gift. Jerry Chan OD and Lisa Moon OD.
We're about ready.
Let's pick it up here. First and goal from the 1. That is Royal leaping into the air. Touchdown, Nevada Union. So on the first play of the second quarter, they pick up where they left off in their first 2 drives of the first quarter and take a 20-0 lead.
Well, Royal, his last 2 carries have resulted in TDs.
And Royal, that we were concerned about his left arm there as he came off the field, surely shows no ill wear there on that run.
Well, the wing was okay on that flight.
Spotted, kicked, is good.
Wow.
So, Pete, we've barely played 1 quarter here, and Nevada Union has really their way. And let's take a look at that last play of the first quarter here.
Look at Mason. He just puts his head down here. Some good downfield blocking. Royal is in there actually blocking. What a great block. And they said the left knee was down before the ball got into the end zone. You see the official coming up to spot that. When he does that, that means he knows, he saw it, and he knows that that left knee was down before the ball got in there. If you can ride right over a player, that wasn't the issue. It was that his knee was down before the ball got into the end zone.
Well, regardless, the first play of the second quarter has brought a 21-0 lead for Nevada Union. Kicking off Dante Punteri. And Punteri kicks it over to the right side, may go out of bounds, and does. And let's tear apart, Pete, that last play of the first quarter.
Okay, well, you see the official is maintaining a safe distance so he can see the play. But look at the knee there. The knee is down, and in the official's opinion, that knee went down, and it might have even been the right knee before the left knee, before the ball crossed that goal line, because it does look like the ball is into the end zone there. The pylons are actually out of bounds, but that goal line is extended all the way around the world. If he'd have gotten it around the pylon, it wouldn't have mattered. But when the knee goes down, it's where the ball is at that point. So, tough call, but the official on the scene made the call.
Back to live action, and Thomas Downs takes the ball and gets a good gain on first down. That'll bring up about a 2nd down and 6. The Sheldon offense still looking to hit its stride.
If I were Ed Lombardi, I would just do something to get Downs the ball and get him going, because I think he's got some skills running that football.
Rolls back to his right.
Got a man
throws
open.
over, but incomplete.
He's just not effective throwing on the run like that. He's a heck of an athlete, but this is only his 2nd game having to throw on the run like this. Most established quarterbacks have difficulty with that play. It's a very difficult play to make. This kid obviously, if he'd have been quarterbacking all year long, I'm sure he'd have had a few more completions, but it seems like he's just going to have to take the ball and do it himself.
3rd down and 6.
4 wide receivers, 1 running back.
Again, rolling right, has a receiver open, and there's a first down for Sheldon. Breaks over the 50-yard line by Alex Dillard.
Good play. It's almost like a tight end.
And Dillard is down. and appears injured on the play.
14-yard play, and Dillard is down. That'll be a big blow if he can't return to this ball game, because he does a lot for them. Plays defensive back and plays wide receiver from the slot, and also returns kicks.
And for the Sheldon Huskies, that is their initial first down of the game, and let's see if we can break that last play down, Pete.
Well, good spin move there at about the 47. But look at NU. Look at the hats they bring to the tackle. I mean, that is the hallmark of a well-coached team right there. And you see it year in and year out with Bear River, yes, with Colfax, and certainly here with Nevada Union. And Dillard is still down on the field. We hope he's okay.
We'll be back in a moment with more second quarter action. Miners lead 21-0. So for the Miners, they give up their initial first down of the game there to Sheldon, but for Sheldon, at a great expense, as Alex Dillard is injured on the play, and there he's finally getting on up.
They're going to need him tonight.
Leaves on his own power, and for the first time, Sheldon is the Wildcats are, the Huskies are inside Miner territory at the 46-yard line.
And again, first foray into the playoffs, and they have to run into Nevada Union at Nevada Union. That's a lot to ask from any football team. Welcome to the playoffs, Huskies.
Downs calls his own number.
Even that didn't work.
And a great tackle there by James Brenly, and then they gang up and take Downs back for a loss.
What did we say at the beginning? I'm sure Brenly is spying on Downs, and he is going to, anytime Downs tucks the ball, Brenly's going to be there.
And you have to give Brenly credit, because Downs isn't the easiest guy in the world to take down.
To catch, let alone take down.
Let's take a quick look at that, and there is Brenly doing his job.
Outstanding. Brenly, small kid, but strong, very strong.
So second down, this time he will roll right. Looking for someone to pass to, tucks it in, and will have to go out of bounds on the Nevada Union sideline.
He'll pick up about a yard, and that's about it. So it's going to be third down and about 7.
So third down and long, 10:22 to play in the second quarter. The Miners of Nevada Union lead 21-0 against the Huskies of Sheldon from Art Hooper Stadium on the campus of Nevada Union in Grass Valley, California.
Beg your pardon.
Adams and Pete Dufour.
Third down and 11.
Third and 11. Back to pass. Throws out of bounds, I think.
Nope,
they call it in.
Doug Wilkerson, the
and I think that'll be a
official.
First down for the Huskies.
And they're going to look and see, and Bill Standard, the referee, wants to get a good look. He does, and now he signals first down. Again, outstanding crew here tonight. I mean, I know the officials should be invisible. They should just do their jobs, but this is a great crew. Standard as the official, the referee, the white hat, and got a good crew, supporting cast around him tonight.
Up the middle, and again, not much success.
Wait a minute. Depends on who you talk to, because Nevada Union thinks they had a lot of success on that play. As Mike McCain came out of there with a football,
and
they are signaling.
Well, was that a signal for second down? And another injured Husky.
Uh-oh, and he's grabbing a knee.
And let's maybe take another look at that play, and let's see how that ball came out there, or if it did.
Well, we're going to take a look here. It's not loose there. Now his progress is stopped right there. That's the running back, I think, that's down, and I think that's his ankle right there that got twisted behind him.
Mike McLean comes out with the ball for the Miners.
But once your progress is stopped, You know, in fact, the play kills itself. They often say the whistle kills the play. Actually, the play can kill itself. You don't even need a whistle on some plays. And in that case, you know, it looked like his progress was stopped, so anything that happens after that is, even if the whistle blows late, it doesn't matter. That's one of the misconceptions a lot of us have.
We'll be back in a moment. 9:56 to play in the second quarter from Art Hooper Stadium. So, a difficult day here for Sheldon. Another player is down. And a little bit of a delay there as number 28, Joey Camera, is still down on the field. And that's another tough blow, Pete, because Camera is one of the guys in the offense that makes things happen.
He's one of their leading scorers, and he's the short yardage man.
And from the appearance of things, you nailed that. It looks like a left knee, and I doubt that we'll see him back tonight.
He's just walking. He's not being able to get off the field on his own. That's not a good sign.
So second down and a long 9 for the Huskies. Things going from bad to worse for Sheldon here, trailing 21-0. Although they've strung together a couple of first downs, their passing game beginning to hit its stride. Thomas Downs with a no-back backfield.
5 receivers, and I like
and
this
he'll
play.
Come to the right side. A good block, but again stood up there on the corner by Brian Millhouse. Excuse me, by Tom Brindley.
Tom Brindley. One of the Brindleys is going to tackle him one way or another. I like this play because you just give it to the guy who's got the wheels and let him go. They had 4 wide receivers set up to the left and a single wide out on this side. So Nevada Union has to cover that. And instead, they just said, no, we're going to focus on downs.
Third down, 4 receivers.
Same setup.
On the far side. And again, another run. Comes up the middle. Carries tacklers with him and gets a first down.
Now, this is what I was talking about before. Give this young man the ball. Get as many people away from him. You don't realize it, but he was one bad tackle away from breaking that because there's nobody else. They've got to cover the 4 guys on the other side of the field. If he can just get through the linebackers, he's going to be gone. No one will catch him. They're going to do it again.
At the 25, 1st and 10. Again, 4 wide receivers to the far side. Almost the identical play. He gets outside, tiptoes the sidelines, and is out of bounds at about the 14.
Well, there we go. You stepped out of bounds by inches, or that would have been 6.
Not a totally creative offense, but yet one that's pretty effective in this drive, Pete.
Well, and we just want our viewers to know at home that Ed Lombardi does not have the benefit of our analysis up here. He's not watching the broadcast, so he probably came up with this on his own. He's only been coaching for 20, 30 years, and he knows talent, and he knows defenses and offenses.
Downs 1st and 10, but gets tackled for a loss there on the play by Andrew Moon, number 33 for Nevada Union.
Going to take a look at this replay here and see this is Downs on the previous play before the last one. Let's see if we can see where he steps.
And there he is right there out of bounds.
Well, it's very close. Very close. The official right on the scene had to look at him tightrope. And now you know why those lines don't go all the way over to the sidelines right there.
This will be a pass over the middle. Complete touchdown, Sheldon Huskies. Wow. So Sheldon hits pay dirt with 8:07 to play in the first quarter, and that makes it 21-6.
15-yard touchdown pass.
And Pete, that was an impressive drive by Sheldon.
And it was jingles all the way on that one.
There you go.
Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho. It is the holiday season.
Jingles, 15-yard catch from Downs.
So for the point after, high snap, and it's blocked. And no good. So 21-6, Nevada Union with 8:07 to play here in the second quarter. And let's take a look at the final play of that drive.
This time Downs stays back in the pocket, gets good protection, and throws it up. And what a great catch. Even though Brindley was there, Jingles went up and made the grab and hung onto the ball once he got hit. Well, I think, you know, we're seeing where the drama is going to be for Sheldon on offense is can they spread the field and get Downs the ball and just let him do his thing, and then once in a while he's going to try and hit somebody downfield. Is Nevada Union going to try to cover everybody out on the edge, or are they going to focus on Downs, or just try to go one-on-one matchups all the way across? And I think that'll be the matchup to watch here. I think Sheldon is, you know, probably going to score again because Downs is just too good an athlete.
The Brindley brothers deep for Nevada Union, Tom and James. And this one will come into the end zone,
Touchback.
where it will be a touchback. And let's take another look at that Sheldon touchdown. Jingles takes a strong hit from Tom Brindley.
Look at that
but
throw
holds
there.
on.
Nevada Union had two defenders back there, and he just threaded the needle. You know, imagine what that young man could be doing if he played quarterback all year long for Sheldon.
Well, and imagine what he could be doing if he could be a different part of the offense.
Right.
But here come the Miners, and it's Jesse Etlin coming right at you, and Etlin takes the ball for about a 6-yard gain.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Nevada Union has not forgotten how to block, how to run, and how to execute on offense. They are not going to be stopped tonight.
And their offense features a myriad of runners. So on any play, it can be any of 5 or 6 different backs that take the ball. Zeeler near side. And back to pass is Mason, and he's going to have to run it himself. Goes on up the field and out of bounds for a first down at about the 34-yard line. So Chad Mason picks up another first down, ball placed at the 34-yard line of Nevada Union.
3 carries, 25 yards for Mason, including a near touchdown run of about 10 yards.
Noxon near side, but this will be David Zeeler. Tries to find a hole, but nothing there, and is taken down for about a 1-yard gain on the play.
1 yard gain on the play. Nevada Union's number 4, David Zeeler.
6 carries, 38 yards for Zeeler. Nevada Union spreading it around. Just too many weapons here for anybody to key on.
So we'll call it 2nd and 8. Up the middle, Royal, no Weathern, and fumbles the ball, and picked up there, a turnover to Alex Dillard. So Alex, I think it was, yes, Alex Dillard, number 1, where the Sheldon Huskies recovers, and Sheldon is back in business.
2 good things happened on that play for Sheldon. They got the fumble recovery, and Dillard is back in the game to get the fumble recovery.
And that was a big gainer on the play. Weathern had about 1 man to beat when that ball was stripped. And so here comes Sheldon, and they come into that formation with 4 wide receivers here near side. And Downs is going to take it himself, but not much doing on that play. And let's take a look at that last play of Nevada Union's drive.
Royal seems to have the ball wrapped. Oh, that's Weathern.
Weathern.
Has the ball wrapped up pretty well with 2 hands, and then right there, it just pops out. His first carry of the night, and it goes for a fumble. But he did pick up about 15 yards first.
So nice gain there by Downs. 2nd down and 7. Only 3 defensive backs covering these 4 wide receivers, and that is almost a lateral, and down he goes. Right on top of him,
Dillard went down, but it was McLean,
Andrew
right?
Moon.
Oh, Moon?
Yep, Andrew Moon, number 33. And that is a big loss of about 8 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and about 16 for the Huskies. 5:49 to go in the first half. Downs in a passing situation, rolls it to the left, being pursued, hit as he throws, incomplete.
What a pass. I mean, he just had that ball cocked for the longest time and then threw it forward.
And you can kind of see why this offense has been successful, because with all of the receivers that Downs has, it's complemented by his running ability.
You got to watch him. You have to spy on him. You can't just, think of him as a drop back quarterback that's not going to go anywhere. That kid can cause some damage. Almost scored a touchdown a little while ago. And
So
now here we go with the 5 wideouts again, or actually 4 wideouts with the running back.
4th down, Brendley is deep.
No question they're going to punt that.
And Brendley will take it. Breaks to the outside, looking for a block, but will be taken down, and a flag on the play.
I think we might have a face mask. Just a wild guess on my part.
That may be true, because he dropped it pretty much at the feet of Brendley. Let's take a look and see if we can see that.
There was no blocker around him. No, I think that was a block. They're picking it up.
They're picking it up.
I wonder if they thought it was a face mask too, and officials conferred on that, and they got the call right. That's all you can ask if you're a coach.
So Nevada Union at their own 40, 5:19 to play in the second quarter. I'm sure that the Miners would like to have a good long drive to have a more comfortable lead, and this is Royal. Royal up the middle, rumbling over midfield and to about the 41-yard line of Sheldon.
It's an 18-yard pickup for Royal. He has 49 yards rushing here in this first half.
And the Miners largely efficient on the ground tonight.
9 carries, 49 yards for Royal.
Royal again goes through that right side, and a nice gain. And that'll bring up a 2nd down, about 6 on the play. So a 2nd down and 4. And Pete, you have to think that if they can continue to dominate on the ground like this, we're not going to see Mason pass very often. But here he is,
just
and
like
that's Noxon. Noxon trying to split 2 players, gets about an extra 5 or 6 yards on the play, and takes it inside the 20 to about the 16-yard line.
From the 38 to the, looks like about the
17.
17, so 21-yard pickup for Noxon.
Up the middle, this is Dennis Royal again. Royal with a nice play inside the 15.
$60 yards, 11 carries for Royal. I mean, who are these guys?
Yeah.
Ed Lombardi's got to be wondering, who are these guys?
Using Zeeler sparingly, but he'll get the ball this time. Up the middle, nice gain. Takes it inside the 10. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and short for Nevada Union. And it keeps the clock running with 3:42 to go in the second quarter.
7 carries, 42 yards for Zeeler.
Royal again behind Mason, and this will be Royal. Excuse me, Mason keeps it. Heads to the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada Union. Oh, wait a minute. No, yes.
The ball was out on the play.
The ball was out, but it was recovered by one of the Miners. I think Josh Noxon came up with the ball in the end zone, and he did. We'll have to take a look at that one on the replay as Mason lost the ball also.
Not sure who got the touchdown on that, but again, the line judge, Doug Wilkerson, right on the play and making that call.
Miners fortunate, still having a hard time holding onto the ball. Lost 4 fumbles against Granite Bay. And Dante Punteri puts it through for the extra point. So, Pete, if there's any concern that the Miners have right now, it has to be their ability to hold on to the ball. If my count is right, that's 3 fumbles already here in the first half.
Well, it's certainly about the only thing that's going to get Sheldon back in the game is turnovers. Let's take a look here, Jim, as it is Royal who gets the ball. No, it isn't.
No, there's
it
Mason
is Mason.
there.
You're right. He faked me out on the replay, too. Mason gets to the goal line, and the ball comes out right there. Now, I don't know who picked it up.
Josh
Who
Noxon,
gets
number
up off the bottom of the
81.
pile. Or is it... Well,
I think it's
Noxon
Josh.
is underneath it, and he has his offensive lineman covering him up. That's just great football right there. Andrew Jackson, I
And
think
for
that's what it
Noxon,
is.
he must enjoy those 6 points to pad his stats a little bit, Pete. And there is the Sheldon sidelines. A big squad for the Huskies. 28-6, 3:22 to go here from Art Hooper Stadium on the campus of Nevada Union High School. And there's a squibber that is picked up and gang tackling, hard tackling by the Miners. On that return was number 45, Sean McCabe.
1st and 10 for the Huskies. 3:17 left to go before the half. Miners 28, Huskies 6.
And that'll be a 1st and 10. Downs again going with that 4 wide receiver formation and then 1 near side that Thomas Brenley has to pick up. But this is Downs and he doesn't get anything on that play. Miners on top of him pretty quickly. And I think Justin Lane was in on that tackle. Let's take a look at that right here, Pete. And there is Justin Lane.
What a tackle. Anytime you can get down the line, get that kind of penetration from a defensive lineman like that. Justin's 5'10", 190. Looked a little bigger on that. And NU jumped. That'll be encroachment on Nevada Union and a 5-yard penalty against the Miners.
Well,
so
let's take a look. I think maybe there was movement on the play. Sheldon seems to be going backwards. Dead ball and false start.
Oh, you're right. False start.
So movement on the Sheldon line costs them 5 yards.
Well, the flag came down on Nevada Union's side, but sometimes the referee will see the movement that caused the encroachment, and that's why they talk there in the middle of the field to get that call right.
Downs will roll right. Again pursued by Lane and goes out of bounds short of a 1st down at about the 42, which would bring up a 3rd down and 4.
On the carry for Sheldon, number 2, Thomas Downs. Stopped by Nevada Union.
2:21 to go
Jim Gamble and
before halftime.
Rao. Fresh number 33, Andrew Moon.
And so a big 3rd down play here for Sheldon. You'd have to think that Downs might call his own number again, and he does. But he's hit in the backfield and taken down for a loss. Number 14, Jim Gamble comes on in, and a great play there by Gamble, and that'll bring up a 4th down and 4. And let's see what Sheldon will do in this situation. They send in their kicker,
Sheldon
Ryan Williams.
The story of this game, I know there's a lot happening with a lot of running plays and passing and everything, but it's all up front. Nevada Union's controlling the line of scrimmage. On defense, they're getting penetration. They're stopping plays before they can get started. They're really disrupting anything that the Downs wants to try to do for Sheldon.
We'll be back with the balance of the first half in just a moment. Nevada Union leads 28-6 on Comcast Sports West. So, Pete, kind of an interesting call by Sheldon. With 1:42 to go and the clock running, they call timeout in what looks like it should be a punting situation. I guess they want to take a closer look at this.
I think disarray is the word you want to use here. They're just not really sure of what. If they come out and don't punt this ball, I'll be shocked. I mean, you're going to give NU great field position. You haven't shown that you can blow anybody off the ball. They've got 4 yards to go for a first down. They're on their own side of the 50-yard line here at the about the 41.5. I mean, you got to just get this ball out of here and hope that you can hold Nevada Union. I believe the Miners only have 1 timeout. I should know that. I'm sorry, I don't. I'm sorry. They might have 2 timeouts left. I think they've only called 1. So hopefully, for Sheldon, they can get this ball out of here. And
let's see what Williams does here. And there it is. It's a short one, but he's not going to get anywhere. And again on the play, it's Justin Lane. And that fake didn't really fake anybody out.
Well, especially after a timeout. I mean, you call a timeout and, you have the defense has time to think, oh, okay, well, they must be discussing an alternate plan here. And, now you've just given Nevada Union another opportunity to, a couple of passes, a couple of runs. They could be in the end zone again.
Back to pass over the middle. Zeeler breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, goes inside the 20 to the 18, and a late flag comes in on the play.
That was thrown by the referee, Bill Stannard, and it's going to be a personal foul against Sheldon.
So with 1:26 to play, the Miners again are right at the edge of the end zone, and let's take a look at this and see what we can see. See if we can even pick up that personal foul.
No,
there's Zeeler.
The refs see it?
It was back in the backfield, I believe.
And Zeeler surely showing no ill effects of his illness a little bit earlier in the first quarter.
And that might have been a half the distance call as well. So from the 41 down to about the 20. Let's see, where are they
They're
now?
At the 9 now, so it'll be a first and goal.
It would have been the 18. So that's a 23-yard play, 23-yard pickup for Zeeler.
So let's see what the Miners come with here. Nevada Union leading. Clock begins to run. Minute 22 to go. Royal. But Chad Mason rolls out and is tackled for a loss.
Outstanding defensive play by the Sheldon Huskies. As they read that,
Chris Clark takes him, and I believe Nevada Union has called timeout, but a great surge there by Sheldon, Pete.
Mason had nowhere to go. He was lucky he didn't lose control of that ball, and 3 Sheldon jerseys in on that stop, led by number 59, Brandon Simmons, 5'10", 200-pound junior defensive lineman. 44, Chris Clark also in there.
So Nevada Union will have to find another way to get into the end zone. And for the Sheldon fans, a great turnout. The drive up from the Sacramento area for Sheldon. And I'm sure that they had wished for a little bit of a better result here in the first half.
A little more to root for than they're getting, but you know what? It's a great place to watch a ball game here at Hooper Stadium. They brought their band that took up the whole section. The band is going to do something here at halftime. They're lined up along the track, as you see there, and they're dancing to the PA music. Can't touch this. A little hammer time. And I think they had like six or seven Reuters buses that came up, reminiscent of when Grant came up. I mean, the parking lot was filled with buses.
So let's see what Nevada Union has up its sleeve. James Brindley checks in number 3, and he'll be here on the near side. Noxon on the far side, and that's going to go towards Noxon. He looks back, and an incredible catch for a touchdown. Noxon, draped over the other player, reached back and made the catch. And for Nevada Union, a 34-6 lead with 1 minute 5 seconds to play. And Pete, that was an incredible grab by Noxon.
What was good about it was that the defender had his back turned to him because the ball was already in the air. And Noxon didn't oversell that the ball was on the way and just reached back around the defender and made the catch. Punteri makes the kick, and 35-0. 35-6.
5 for 5 for Punteri with PATs, and a pretty even offense for the Nevada Union Miners. 14 points in the first quarter, 21 points in the second quarter, and a great play here to punctuate this drive. Let's take a closer look at it.
Let's see, the ball goes up before the defender even knows it's coming, and Noxon, he'll stop and get back behind the defender and makes the catch. The defender didn't know what hit him on that one. Back was Ryan Williams. He's a junior again. Their top cornerback, Brock Rhodes, would have been on Noxon on that play, but he was injured last week. And so NU taking advantage.
Noxon, a great receiver once he gets the ball, but that was an excellent catch.
2 straight touchdowns for Noxon.
So with 1 minute and 5 to go, Punteri does that squib, and it goes the first man up. And that could have been a good breaker there for Sheldon. And it looks like it was, I want to say, number 65 for Sheldon, Stan Rucker.
Yeah, well, if Sheldon had punted the ball away, Nevada Union still might have scored the way this game is going. And Ed Lombardi, he's one of the grand old guys of coaching. He's been around a long time, seen a lot. And the fact that he's got this Sheldon program to the playoffs in 3 short years, a team that had only won 2 games 3 years ago and was very, very close to going 9-1 this year. But this is the playoffs, and it is Nevada Union, and NU is prepared for this game.
The Miners must have seen something defensively that they didn't like, because they called timeout there just about the time the ball was to be snapped. And we're not quite at the break yet.
You know,
and
speaking
at the half tonight on tap, stay with us as we show the final game of Nevada Union, the Lady Miners volleyball team. We'll show the
and who did they play?
Closing moments of that contest. They played the Yuba City Honkers.
Oh, okay.
So an all-Metro finals in the SAC section this year.
We could have an all-Metro finals in the football section finals as well, right? Or
yes.
At least the city championship game.
Definitely could, and that would be the city championship game.
Grant Pacers and NU, if they keep on winning, will end up there.
And who's going to discount Granite Bay? Also in the mix there. So stay tuned. The Lady Miners winning their 4th section title in a row.
Allie who? Allie who?
Allie Cat?
Allie Daly.
Allie Daly,
She's
Long
gone,
Beach State.
But they just keep on rolling.
So here we go. Final moments of the first half. Sidesteps. Great move there by Downs, but a flag comes in. And I believe that that's probably going to go against, well, it might go against the Miners. Let's see.
Well, Sheldon's moving back. Let's see.
Holding against Nevada Union.
That's actually illegal use of the hands.
Illegal use of the hands.
So it's not an automatic first down.
No.
It was wrong. Yeah, he had it wrong because he went over to check with Nevada Union. If it had been against Nevada Union, he'd have gone to the Sheldon huddle. Well, Bill's getting old, you know. He's been doing this a long time, and you slow down after a while. So 10-yard penalty. And,
well, with that said, this has been a great crew for tonight's contest.
You know, and there's so many good things going on out there with this crew that you'd have to probably be an experienced official, and I'm not, to really appreciate all the things that they're doing out there. But in the playoffs, these guys are the best of the best. You get the guys who have been doing it the longest, and it shows. They're doing a good job.
Left side of the line, and a big gainer there by Sheldon. Gets almost all of that penalty. In fact, gets all of that penalty yardage back. And I think that was Roland Jingles.
But he didn't quite go all the way.
No. Clock running, 25 seconds to go. Still time to strike. But Downs will take this himself. Reverses his field. Starts to go to the left side. Heavy pursuit by the Miners, led by Dan Granning.
You know, it was good pursuit, but everybody did their job, so there was nowhere for him to go. Just a hallmark of great defense. They know how to stay home. They know how to play their position. And as a result, Sheldon has very little to show for this first half.
That's the end of the first half here from Hooper Stadium in Grass Valley, California. At the break, Nevada Union leads 35-6. We'll be back with third quarter action after these messages on Comcast Sports West. The NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten by Liberty Motors. Liberty Motors is the diesel depot for all of Northern California. And new general manager Ernie Shoemaker wants you to know that with over 30 Dodge Ram diesel trucks on display, Liberty Motors is the place to turn for all your transportation needs.
Hanson Brothers Construction and HBE Rentals. Hanson Brothers Construction has years of experience and is ready to help you. Whether you're cutting a road or cutting a house pad, Hanson Brothers always there to assist you. Hanson Brothers Construction, helping to build a better Nevada County, one project at a time.
Suburban Propane, everyone has different propane needs. And that's why after 78 years, Suburban Propane knows there's only one way to deliver propane, and that's your way. Just another reason why Suburban Propane was voted Nevada County's best for the past 6 years.
By Burke Home Loans. Burke Home Loans can help finance the life you've always imagined in Nevada County. And John Red Burke offers many different loan programs, including loans with 100% financing. John has one that is sure to fit your lifestyle and dreams. Burke Home Loans.
Placer Title Company, Larry Ingersoll, Sally Vigil, and all your friends at Placer Title provide you with complete title and escrow service throughout Nevada and Placer counties. That's complete title and escrow service all in one place with people you trust. Placer Title Company. Casey Wood Corporation. Casey Wood has been serving the needs of the professional contractor in Nevada and Placer counties since 1990. And the Casey and Frazier families are proud to be your friends and neighbors and to assist with the new turf project, Casey Wood Corporation.
Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services. Mike Bratton can help you obtain State Farm insurance coverage for your home, auto, and life. And now, Mike and Ken Goforth can assist you with your long-term financial investments. Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services.
Beam Easy Living Center, the playoffs are coming. Make sure your home entertainment system is ready to go so you're ready to go. The Beam Center carries the largest selection of consumer electronics in town. So why just watch TV when you can feel it at the Beam Easy Living Center?
Port of Subs, Mike and Cindy Argento and John Larimer own and operate the two Port of Subs locations in Nevada City and Grass Valley. But don't just think of them for lunch, because they also offer wraps, salads, soups, and party trays for the big game at Port of Subs.
Top This Truck and Auto Accessories. Chuck Cavro says nothing makes your truck look better than accessories from Top This. And at Top This, you'll discover an in-store display of accessories from WeatherGuard, DZ, and Racket Truck Racks. Top This Truck and Auto Accessories right here in Grass Valley, and your truck's favorite store.
And the NorCal Game of the Week is being presented by Touchdown Productions, simply the best in high school sports television. This is Pete Dufour along with Jim Adams saying thank you for tuning in as we continue our 9th year of high school sports coverage on our local NorCal network of stations, ACTV Channel 20, Seabridge Connections Channel 23, LOP Channel 27, Nevada City TV Channel 11, and the Comcast Sports Net.
And now let's go to bonus coverage tonight. The SAC Championship matchup, and Gil Dominguez and Ed Martin having the call.
As Holmes gets ready to serve now. And she'll hit the ball off the side of her hand.
Don't like to shank the serve into the net like that.
No.
Of course, she's just a freshman, so she's got a few years to get her technique down.
Back goes McAtee to serve now. She's put one into the net already tonight. Gets this one over. There's the outside hit by Martinez. No good, though. Picked up, and
Nevada Union in the net looks like what they call in, I don't see Woodruff out there. I guess it must have been Williams in the net.
This ball off of the net. Bain able to pick it up. Now here's the outside hit by Woodruff. Miners able to get the ball over, though. There's the outside shot to Kirby. But the Miners are there for the block.
Claire Tovar just being that person who gets the impossible save to dig to keep the rally going.
Eric Smith up off his seat imploring his Lady Honkers to do something with that ball.
Unfortunately, Crystal Wolcott hits it into the net from way outside.
Right, she was way outside. Real tough angle there to get it over as Bain gets ready to serve. 10-3 now in favor of your lady. Oh, someone's getting a yellow card.
I think it's going to be the Yuba City bench. I couldn't make out the specific offense.
Well, they're talking to Wolcott. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
I think the assistant coach may have done something to incur the up ref's wrath.
Well, he's holding up his hand right there.
Fessing up, I think.
Maybe so, but they were jolly on the spot. You don't see that very often.
No, we saw one from the bench from I believe Golden Valley.
As we get back to the action here in Game 3. Oh, that ball really surprised Martinez. Came right on top of her.
Got the lift call. It just came in, and all she could do was jerk back, and too long a contact.
Right. It's about 3 days worth of contact right there. So Stephanie Bain goes back to serve now in a 12-3 ball game here. Game 3, as the Miners try to close it out here in 3 against their league nemesis, the Yuba City Lady Honkers, who have really improved over the season and during the playoffs. Still unable to win a game from the Lady Miners, though, as Daly puts it up. Daly saves it again. Over to Kirby, gets it over. Williams now to the outside. There's Daly. With a quick dink over right by Wolcott. There's Daly again. Save. Wolcott tries to get the dink. And this time it works.
Yep.
As Woodruff, unable to come up with the ball, goes sprawling down to the floor.
Daly and Wolcott working together real well in the middle.
And that's going to bring in Barlow now for the Lady Honkers.
Noreen will take a seat.
Serving is going to be Kirby. So she'll play in the back row afterwards, and she does. Takes her position in the middle. Martinez with a nice dive for the ball. Over to Barlow. Barlow gets it over. Now there's Williams out to the outside. Reeves tries to pokey it over. Martinez to Martinez. She'll get the ball over, put it back in play. Miners can make a play here. They do. No good, though. Nice block by the Honkers. Tobar saves the ball as Williams pops it up out to the outside. Good block and good over by Daly.
Daly, a lot of quick hands there to keep things going.
Daly right in the middle of everything for the Lady Honkers.
Down 5-12 with Kirby still serving.
Martinez. And again, the Lady Honkers putting the ball where the Nevada Union Lady Miners can't get at it, and they've closed the gap here to 12-6. As Kirby gets set to serve, deep to Tovar. Williams, back set to Dolly, but no good. And now a big hit by Barlow.
Pounds it off the block there.
And Bob Rogers has seen enough. He's calling a timeout. He's off the bench.
Don't want to let him get close.
Well, it's very important if you're the Lady Miners to close out Yuba City with some dispatch, because the rankings for the NorCals are going to come out after this. And, of course, the last 2 years, the Lady Miners have enjoyed the #1 ranking in the NorCals. If they don't beat the Yuba City Lady Honkers in 3 games and do it decisively, that could swing the votes to not give them the #1 seed or the #2 seed. And, of course, they want that #1 because that means home playoffs.
Well, that's it. You get a league opponent who hasn't advanced like this in the past, and you don't handle them, you're potentially not in the driver's seat the way you'd be with that 1 seed.
So Yuba City trying to force a game 4 here, down 12-7 as Kirby gets set to serve. Williams, and there's Reeves with that off direction ball again. That's the 3rd time that's worked for the Lady Miners.
You get the other team moving to their right, and you just put it over to their weak side like that. Kristen Dolly comes out.
So Lady Miners being stuck on 12 for a while, finally get to 13 as Sagar serves the ball. Here's the outside play over to Barlow. She'll put it down.
Unfortunately hits the antenna on the way over. Those sets seem to be going wide for Daly, and Kirby and Barlow both having to hit from pretty tough angles.
So Sagar now serving, goes deep to Martinez, over to Martinez. There's the hit over to Barlow. Williams now goes to the outside, and a big hit right there by Woodruff.
Goes long, so 8-14. Yuba City hanging in there. Danielle Holmes comes back in, and
they don't care about the Nevada Union record. They're here to play the game, and as their coach says, see what happens. As Hampton serves the ball deep, Tovar picks it up. Reeves puts it down in the middle, but covered by the Honkers. Here's an outside hit by Barlow. No good, though. As Woodruff puts the ball into the center, Yuba City unable to come up with it. That's going to make it 15-8. And they're going to bring up number 9, Christian Woodruff, to serve. Oh, big hit there by Barlow on the outside. Goes off the block, out of bounds.
Barlow's got some power. She's a senior with a lot of experience.
So that's going to bring up Daly now to serve. Good serve by her. Sagar puts it in. McAtee off the block, dribbles down into the center of the court.
Here, and Kirby can't quite get to it. She's like a starfish on the floor, and after trying to make that play.
Right, a very tough ball to get because it came right off the block and squirted down on the floor as Reeves gets ready to serve and does.
Oh, dinks at a cross court and unfortunately goes wide. You keep noticing you get Erin Kirby back here playing serve receive. The girl can do it all.
Danielle Holmes in for the Honkers with that play. Here's an outside pass now to Barlow.
Goes wide on that cross-court shot.
That's going to make it 18-9 now in favor of the Lady Miners. So we got a timeout. Timeout by Eric Smith. And we'll take a timeout too. You're watching exclusive Division I Championship Volleyball on your NorCal Game of the Week. The crowd cheering for their Honkers in the stands as we come back to you in Game 3 here Nevada Union leading 18-9 after winning the first 2 games.
Well, and certainly
25-17 and 25-9.
well, you've got a sizable and spirited contingent here to support their honkers.
Well, they had to drive fewer miles, I think.
And probably a little less traffic than the rest of us encountered. You got to note that Carson Loudon, the former setter from Yuba City, is a redshirt freshman here at UC Davis this year. She's in the building tonight.
Coming to watch her alma mater. As McAtee hits it on the outside. There's Martinez. Good block by McAtee. Martinez gets it again, gets it out to Kirby. Nice block by Baines in the middle. Now they'll give it back to Baines. She'll pop it up. Williams outside to McAtee. No look pass.
Right down the line there by McAtee. Very nice.
No look pass right down the whole cross court to McAtee.
Yep, and Bianca Martinez just rolling after it.
Unbelievable play by Williams. Outside to Kirby now, off the block of Dolly.
Dolly and Bain up there, and Kirby able to bounce that off the blocks, almost wipe it off.
So Coach Smith getting a lot of his girls in now in game 3 here. They've closed the gap 19-11 as Holmes gets ready to serve. Oh, beautiful ace by Holmes.
Right in front of Tovar. You don't see that too often.
Tovar unable to get that ball even while diving for it. Just an incredible serve.
Well, Holmes is a player you can tell you're going to see a lot of the next few years. You're just a freshman.
This time Baines able to get it. Here's a back set. McAtee. Over to McAtee, who just puts it down relentlessly. McAtee just getting more and more confident every game.
Tovar out and Kristen Dolly back in for Nevada Union.
This time she'll serve. Here's a inside
Wolcott.
set to Wolcott.
Bounces off of Williams' hands, upraised hands, and out.
So 20-13 is your score in favor of the Lady Miners as Martinez serves. Quick set up to Bain, who puts it down inside the line. No, well, goes out of bounds.
It's wide.
So that brings up Martinez to serve now. Outside to Woodruff, who puts it down. Martinez with a great up. Tovar now over to Williams. There's Bain in the middle.
Got the touch.
And got the touch because that ball would have gone out. That was on a frozen rope.
Well, Coach Smith's hanging in there, 14-21, but 21-14, Stephanie Bain back to serve.
Stay with us after the game. We'll have some interviews from all the different players and coaches on the Touchdown Productions NorCal Game of the Week post-game show. As we are in game 3 here, 21-14 in favor of the Nevada Union Lady Miners as they seek a 4th straight section title. Yuba City not going easy into the night, though. As Martinez pops the ball over, there's Williams. Dolly puts it over!
Got the pancake, though, Bianca Martinez did.
Excellent play by Yuba City. As Reeves puts it over, Martinez, here's the outside to Kirby. No good. And now Yuba City gets the point.
Nevada Union hits. I think Coach Smith may have told them relax and play your game, and they're responding.
What a rally that was right there, 21-15. That's highlight material. Out to the outside now. Oh, into the net. Great up. Martinez saves the ball for Yuba City. Reeves puts it down.
Both these teams taking advantage of the middle attack, but I think Nevada Union's able to stay focused on that part of their attack.
22-15 in a valiant effort here by the Lady Honkers. Close to matching their highest output of the evening as Martinez. Now here's a back set over to Wolcott. picked up by the Miners. And Woodruff playing that outside hitting position.
The ball went down on the Yuba City side, so
Woodruff
23-15.
Pounding the ball from that outside hitting position, Ed.
Last year we saw her in the middle, but she's acrobatic enough to do a good job there on the left side.
And there's a nice hit by Barlow, picked up by the Miners, though.
Nice take by
Martinez, whoa, what an up by her. Keeps the ball in play. There's that powerful outside hit that we were talking about by Woodruff.
Calling the 2 touches on.
And that's going to make it game match point for the Lady Miners. 24-15 right now is your score.
And the Miners fans all rise to their feet for match point.
As Sagar
do-over as the ball comes in from the other court under the big curtain there.
Wow, what a time for that ball to come in on a match point, game point serve.
Jen Sagar back to serve.
Yeah, she'll recompose herself now. Puts the ball over. Kirby.
Oh, and Barlow reaches up and touches the net when she's swinging there from the left side, trying to just tip it straight down, and unfortunately contacts the net. So all that effort. Yuba City's got to be proud, though. I mean, get to the section final. 25-15 there, the score in game 3. So 25-17, 25-9, and 25-15. The Lady Miners are able to take care of Yuba City, but got to be exciting for Yuba City despite the loss to get here to the section final and stay in the match with Nevada Union as they managed to do.
Right, and like we were saying, they might have lost tonight, but overall, they're still in the tournament. Just because you lose tonight doesn't mean that your season is over, and we will see how Yuba City does now in the NorCal Finals as they get ready to go on the road. And, you know, the thing about the NorCal Finals is that it's such a big area, you could go anywhere, Ed.
Oh, yeah, they could send you down to the Oakland section or something, down to some of those sections that are quite a ways off but still in NorCal. But I think you know, I'm Coach Smith. I say, girls, you've been to the section final now. You see what it's like. You saw, you know, late they settled down. They played their game. They made some nice plays. They're a good, strong team. And I think they're into new ground.
The Nevada Union Lady Miners again claiming the Sacramento City Championship. And for those of you who like volleyball, follow the Miners as they proceed through the NorCal Championships here on Touchdown Productions. And stay tuned after this game for the Lincoln of Stockton game. The NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten by Grass Valley Glass. Don't let the winter cold drive up your energy cost. Grass Valley Glass specializes in the installation of new and replacement energy-efficient windows from Milgard. Milgard windows come in a variety of trims to match or complement any decor. They also carry a lifetime guarantee. Milgard windows are on display at Grass Valley Glass.
By B&C True Value Home and Garden Center, the Fowler family has been serving you for over 64 years with True Value Easy Care products, whether you're a homeowner or contractor, and the Fowlers love to support our Foothill sports programs. B&C True Value Home and Garden Center, where help is just around the corner.
Greg Segezzi, Nevada County Realtor. Greg Segezzi knows Nevada County like only a sixth-generation resident can. So now that he has teamed up with ERA Cornerstone Realty Group, he can bring this knowledge to work for you. From bare land to commercial properties, it's Greg Segezzi, Nevada County Realtor.
By MBI Ready Mix and Landscape Supply. MBI Ready Mix specializes in concrete that is computer batched and radio dispatched in a variety of colors and then delivered anywhere in Nevada or Placer counties. And MBI Ready Mix and MBI Landscape Supply are proud to support local high school activities.
Statewide Homes, the latest products in the manufactured home industry, is the new RV Cottage. You can find out more about this exciting new way to live at Statewide Homes. And Statewide Homes are your exclusive full-service Fleetwood manufactured homes dealership in Nevada County. Visit them on the web at www.statewidehomesca.com. Easy for you to say.
Speaking of Z's,
A to Z Supply, Ace Hardware. Dan Wheat is your local A to Z provider as the local Ace Hardware in Grass Valley, with a selection of hardware products for your home and business, combined with the buying power of Ace Hardware for quality and selection and good value. And Dan Wheat is a longtime friend of Dave Humphers and the NU football program. A to Z Supply.
and by Premier Floor Coverings. Dan and Julie Gratton are the local owners of Premier Floor Coverings and invite you to visit their newly remodeled in-store showroom featuring many large displays of popular hard-scrubbed hardwood floors. Also new from Mohawk are window coverings from Hunter Douglas and Comfort Text to complete your home design. You're always sure to find what you want at Premier Floor Coverings.
Jerry Chad OD and Lisa Moon OD specialize in family vision care for over 27 years. You can trust Jerry Chan and Lisa Moon to offer thorough eye examinations and write and fill eyeglass prescriptions. They offer a selection of frames and lenses, as well as special contacts for stigmatisms. Just another example of how Jerry and Lisa look after the health of your most precious gift. Jerry Chan OD and Lisa Moon OD.
Plaza Tire and Auto Service, if it's round rubber and it rolls, well, they have it at Plaza Tire. Mark and Mike Hauser, Mark, of course, our PA announcer here, want you to know that you can always trust their integrity because they stake their reputations on it every day at Plaza Tire in Nevada City and PT2 in Penn Valley. Plaza Tire and Auto Service.
Welcome back to the NorCal Game of the Week. This is being presented by Touchdown Productions, simply the best in NorCal sports. I'm Jim Adams along with Pete Dufour saying thank you for tuning in tonight as we present high schools playoff football on our NorCal network of stations. ACTV Channel 20, Seabridge Connections 23, Lake of the Pines 7, NCTV 11, and the Comcast Sports Net. And Pete, here we go. That one is high and deep, and Brendley will let it go out of the end zone. And the Miners pick up right where they left off in the first half with a 1st and 10 taking over at the 20-yard line.
Just recapping the score quickly, Zeeler with a 2-yard touchdown run on NU's first possession. Royal with a 2-yard touchdown run on a 90-yard drive on the second possession. Royal with a 1-yard run on the Nevada Union in the second quarter for the touchdown. Jingles with a touchdown pass for Sheldon. Noxon with a fumble recovery, and then Noxon with a TD reception for NU. And
Mason gets away, but the ball pops up into the air, intended for receiver Corey Browning. And Browning, one of the junior varsity players who's seen a little bit of time in tonight's action, and Chad did a great job of hitting him right in the chest. But that ball popped up and was incomplete, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10.
NU with a 35-6 lead as we start the second half.
Up the middle and a big gain there. I think that's Dennis Royal. Nope, that's Andrew Matroka. So Matroka, number 8, and another injured Sheldon player on the play.
About a 14-yard pickup for Matroka. That is his second carry of the night, and he's got 16 yards to show for it.
And that's Jingles defensively injured on that play. The Miners would be smart to exploit that injury. He's having a hard time getting around here. Back is Chad Mason. Over the middle, Matroka. He's got it. Some good running room. Taken down at about the 49-yard line. And another 1st down by the Nevada Union Miners.
16-yard pickup. And on the night, passing, Mason is 5 of 10 for 78, 88, 94 yards passing on the night and 1 TD. Some
wholesale changes here. Corey Browning in the backfield, and Browning gets the call there, seeing his first varsity action of the season. And that'll bring up a second down and about 11. Etlin comes in, Royal comes in, Zeeler comes in.
Coach Humphers getting some of the youngsters a chance to play here.
Up the middle. And a good gain there by Dennis Royal. Royal taking the ball to about the 45. And let's take a look here.
Matroka out of the backfield. And wide open, just a little dump pass. And it picked up good yardage. Here we are,
third down. And there's a pass right into the hands. That time Mike Apple couldn't bring it in. And that'll be a fourth down.
Should be fourth down.
It is. It's fourth down.
Officials have the signal fourth down.
At the end of the third quarter, down the road at Bear River, it's Bear River 14, Western Ranch 0. So Bear River also prevailing tonight.
So far. Third quarter.
Back to pass. Mason goes for it all. Out in front, drops the ball.
Is that Josh Noxon? I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Josh Noxon, the surest hand receiver, gets that ball right there from Mason and drops it. Pete, a beautiful play that they didn't quite finish on.
Oh, that was great blocking, good pass protection, a little sprint out right. Gave Noxon time to get downfield. Let's take a look at it here. And the ball is already away. Noxon's well behind everybody, and he had to slow up a little bit for this. And you're not going to see that again, folks. And now
First
they
play
went
here,
for it.
and there's a fumble on the play, and Nevada Union recovers. So on the first offensive play for Sheldon, a fumble, and Nevada Union gets the ball right back, and that is James Brendley. Well, they say Baldwin is credited with it, but James Brindley came out of the pack with the ball. So the Miners back on offense. 1st and 10. Andrew Matroka, left side, finding a hole. Good gain. Takes it down to the 35-yard line of Sheldon.
Well, you know, in the first half, the Miners had 275 yards offense, 200 of that on the ground. Zeeler with 8 carries for 55 yards. Royal, 11 carries, 60 yards. Mason, 3 carries, 25 yards. Edelin had a nice carry, and Weathern had a nice carry. But in the second half, it just doesn't appear there's going to be any difference. And the difference is the line play, Jim. It's just too strong for Nevada Union.
And here's Zeeler.
There it is.
Right side, first down by Nevada Union. And after his illness in the first half, it's nice to see Zeeler feeling well. James Brendley checks in, as does Andrew Matroka. Jesse Etlin out for Nevada Union.
Zeeler with that touchdown run to get things going. First quarter.
Back to pass. This will come to Brendley, but it's incomplete. So that screen to the right side to Brendley is incomplete, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Brindley does a little bit of everything for the Miners, doesn't he?
Well, he does. When he comes in offensively, normally things happen.
Good punt returner, defensive back, all-around good ball player.
At the 27, this is Andrew Matroka. Left side, big hole, breaks through, 5. Down inside the 10 to about the 8. And a strong running Andrew Matroka takes the ball for a first down at about the 10. Well, I guess at the 9, and that'll be a 1st and goal. So, Pete, this running game, very impressive tonight. Royal right behind, but this is Zeeler. Zeeler on the right side bulls his way inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line.
He's got 70 yards rushing on the night, does Zeeler.
Miners knocking at the door again, 2nd and goal from the 4. Dennis Royal looks like he was in the end zone, but no signal yet from the officials.
None whatsoever.
And I think that they're going to put the ball at the 1, I guess.
That is a touchdown.
And it is a touchdown.
Well, neither flank signaled touchdown, so I wonder what the heck was going on there.
And it looked like
it just screened off.
It looked like Royal had penetrated the end zone by quite a bit there.
Sometimes the flank officials, there's so much going on around the outside, the ball goes in the middle, they can't see it. The umpire standing in the end zone just kind of makes an indication that he thinks the ball is in the end zone, and the referee has to verify that. And so they got it right, and Nevada Union with another touchdown, just a march right down the field after the turnover. About a 40-yard drive, and NU is on top 42-6.
And so for the Miners, they get their first turnover on the plus side there. And kind of turning into a
bit of a rout?
Yeah. And let's take a look at, I think, this play that ends the drive.
This is the touchdown run. Good fake. The first man through, our cameraman got faked out. But you get to see that he is in the end zone. Royal clearly in the end zone.
He must have faked out the officials too.
Now look at
nobody signaled.
Don't see the official from the umpire. Usually will indicate just by touching his chest that it's a touchdown, that he sees the man in the end zone. But see, nobody knows yet. Nobody made a call, and eventually they managed to get the call right, and that's all that matters. Confer and get it right. Don't call what you don't see.
And up the middle there, a deep kick there. And Thomas Downs, I guess Downs is going to do everything tonight, Pete.
I think he's going to have to. He's got the skills, and remember, we talked about it before, Sheldon's quarterback, the original quarterback, was leading everybody in everything the first 2 weeks. He got hurt. A junior came in. He got hurt 2 weeks ago. Now this young man who led the team in rushing is now being asked to be the quarterback again, and something happened there on the snap, and apparently the false start against Sheldon.
Some motion there against Sheldon. And
there's a false start. And that'll
make it a first and 15.
I sometimes get asked where these officials come from. Do they just come from their neighborhood? No. I know that Bill Sheldon had to drive about 70 miles to get here tonight. Bill Stannard.
Whoa. Thomas Brenly plows the Sheldon running back, Denver Saunders, for a loss. And so that makes it a second down there. Let's take a look here. And that was number 8, Peter Marengo.
The Brindley brothers are all over it on defense tonight.
A broken play. And Downs is tackled at about the 5. And that'll bring up a third down and forever.
Yeah, I think they need to go about West Sacramento for the first down here on this one. Long way to go.
And for Sheldon, just about ready to wave the white flag.
Well, I don't see them quitting out there. I mean, I know Downs is frustrated, and he's probably very, very tired. But I don't see anybody quitting on the Sheldon team. I don't think Coach Lombardi would allow that.
Third and long, and Downs is just going to take it himself. He runs into a line and goes backwards. And that'll bring up a 4th and 25 and a punting situation. And Pete, wouldn't you think maybe on the next drive you're going to see Coach Dave Humphers put in some wholesale changes?
I would think so. I mean, he's certainly got enough bodies there on the sidelines. I don't think you're going to see him pull out any magic tricks tonight because he wants to save those for next week and the week after. I mean, I think whatever they're doing with it now is working. There's no need to change anything up.
And here's Brenly. He lets that ball fall, almost hits an NU player, and Brenly picks it up.
Now that's just silly there. You don't want to do that because if you fumble, you give Sheldon the ball right there, and you know what? It's just you've got the game well in hand, 42-6. You just don't need to do that.
Almost hit Andrew Moon, and defensively a great stand there by Nevada Union.
So now Nevada Union is going to come straight from the sidelines right to the line of scrimmage with their hurry-up offense. It's just the way they run the offenses. They're always hurrying.
And Royal's still in. And Zeeler takes it, spins away to the 40, and steps out of bounds at about the 36-yard line.
And he picks up about 15 yards just like that. Amazing. Just great execution by Nevada Union, you know. And I tell you what, you Nevada Union fans that watch this team day in and day out, you're spoiled. This just takes a lot of work to get the guy open. And you see where he steps out of bounds there, and Doug Wilkerson, the line judge, right on the scene.
So fake, back to pass, Etlin. To the 30, 25,
he's going.
20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Nevada Union. Jesse Etlin scores for the Miners on that screen play.
37-yard touchdown on a little bootleg screen, and credit Etlin with just a great burst of speed, broke some tackles, and NU is just having their way right here.
Quinteri in for his 7th attempt at extra point, and that one's no good.
Uh-oh, the wheels are coming off. He missed the extra point kick. 48-6. Boy, that could come back to haunt you, I tell you what.
Well, with 5:11 to go here in the third quarter, Nevada Union has put on an offensive clinic against a Sheldon team tonight. And although it was predicted that the Miners would prevail prior to the game, I don't think we expected it to be quite this one-sided. Here's that final play there of the drive. Great play by Etlin.
Good downfield blocking. He puts his man on his backside. And then right here, there's just no way this guy's going to make the tackle. He put him on the ground with just a move. And, I said he broke a tackle. I think he just juked a couple of defenders away from making a tackle on that play. And
Dante Quinteri, a short kick.
Pooch kick.
Right over near the sidelines there. And they fall on it on the play, and they will start at about the 25-yard line.
That's a gamble for the receiving team, because if they wait and let that ball maybe go out of bounds, well, yeah, they're going to get the ball at the 40. But if they don't and it stays in bounds, and Nevada Union with great coverage was right down there ready to play. This NU team, I mean, they're just so good in all their phases. Everything they try to do, they've got so much talent. The lines are opening up holes on offense, and they're plugging holes on defense. I mean, this team is really hitting on all cylinders, and I think the week off really helped them. For the first time since week 4, everybody's healthy on this NU team.
Downs rolls to the right, looks upfield, throws it down there, almost intercepted by James Brenly.
But the only thing we haven't had so far is an interception by NU.
Ball was intended by Peter Marengo, the same Peter Marengo who just took that kickoff and fell on it. And that'll make it a 2nd and 10. 4:59 to go. We're still in the third quarter. 1 receiver near side, 3 receivers far side, and there's more movement on the Sheldon line. The Huskies will be penalized 5 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd and 15.
Don't know what else they can do off of this offense. Single back in the backfield, and he's going to have to throw or run.
Instead goes to the right side and then throws it at the last second, incomplete.
What a great athletic move. Brentley had him, but he was just able to get the ball, Thomas Downs, just able to get the ball off. And had his receivers been staying with the play, they might have been able to make a reception there.
Instead, it was almost closer to Brian Millhouse. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 15. Rolls right again. Looks like he will run and will.
For his
but
life.
Tackled about at the original line of scrimmage. Clock continues to run mercifully. And that'll make it 4th down. So, 4th down.
Kick the ball. Get it out of there. You're not going to stop Nevada Union, and you're not going to contain them either. But maybe you can just slow them up a little bit.
Brendley of the James version, back deep.
And he wants to return a kick.
And he's going to return a kick. Look out. Gets by the first tackler. The second one now needs a block. Gets that block to the 20, the 15, and dragged out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
Unbelievable.
Once he got by that first defender, Pete, he had a lot of yardage in front of him.
About a 52-yard return for James Brindley. He is just quite an athlete. You see a little move just as he caught the ball, just to move away from the guy who was trying to tackle him. Watch it here. As he catches the ball, he put that move on, and the defender didn't have a chance to tackle
right
him.
At the end, illegal use of the hands against Nevada Union. Maybe right on the right side of your screen there. So
I didn't see that.
In fact, I guess it happened at about the 35-yard line on the return. And so it moves them back to Sheldon's 45.
Let's take
see
a
if
look.
we can catch that up, Pete.
Against Nevada Union, I'm not sure where. Let's look at number 2 here. See what he does.
Brian Millhouse.
Well, he shot. A little shot to the head there.
Yeah.
No
And
need to
that's
do
exactly
that. All
what
he
it
had to do
was.
was block and could have sprung his guy. You know, you watch this game, and sometimes you need to watch it on replay to see what some of these veteran officials see.
Jason Weathern on the carry on the first play from scrimmage. That'll make it a 2nd and 9. Inside handoff, but well defended by Sheldon. And that's Clint Okada. And so 3 minutes and 7 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Nevada Union's up to 375 yards total offense in this game.
Back to pass. This is Josh Noxon. Complete over the middle. And another 1st down. Gets away.
Is that Noxon?
That's Noxon at quarterback to Doug Dolan.
I was going to say Dolan, number 8. He caught the ball.
So,
wow.
I don't know whether Chad Mason is done for the night or not. But I will tell you this, Josh Noxon is no stranger at quarterback. And I hope that that doesn't mean that there's an injury to Mason. We'll scan the sidelines and see if we can pick him up. But a 1st and 10. Handoff, near side. Clint Okada, but he's taken down for about a 5-yard, 7-yard loss. The only good thing it does is keeps the clock running. So Clint Okada at the 33. Matroka is out. Jesse Etlin comes in.
We need to pick up the names of some of these offensive linemen and defensive linemen because they are the story tonight.
And they have done a great job. This is Okada again, but not much there for him. And that'll bring up 3rd down and long. And you're right, the offensive line for the Miners has done an awesome job tonight. They have opened up gaping holes for the running backs to be able to penetrate. And here's Noxon up the middle. Big gain, 1st down to the 15. So what appeared as though it might be an option play, Noxon calls his own number and takes it to the 15.
Mason's over here on the sideline standing off by himself next to James Brindley and with his helmet on, and it doesn't look like he's in any pain. Dave Humphers just wants to.
And we're going to try Clint Okada here again, and Clint's have a rough go of it.
I think Coach Humphers is just getting more players into the ball game. That's all. And Josh Noxon, after all, he got the team through the season, and then handed the reins off to Mason for the Grant game.
And Dolan had been the primary receiver during the first weeks of the season.
And he's getting his time now.
And so now he's getting a little extra side. And here's a handoff. And Clint Okada is having a hard time.
We have our inside guy down on the sideline confirming that Dave Humphers, when asked what's going on with Mason, he said just look at the score, and that's it. So good sportsmanship on the part of the Nevada Union Miners.
And that's going to be the last play of the 3rd quarter. So the Miners add to their totals here in the 3rd quarter en route to shutting out Sheldon. And we've played 3 from Hooper Stadium in Grass Valley. We'll pause for a moment with Nevada Union leading 48-6 on Comcast Sports Network. So, Pete, quite a 3rd quarter there for the Miners. It looks like they've kind of called off the dogs, but even at that, they're knocking on the door again.
But there has been a misfire.
What is that?
The gun at the end of the 3rd quarter didn't go off, so the announcer, Mark Hauser, had to say bang. And then the fans in the stands turned around and gave him a hard time. Come on, what's going on here?
Well, aside from fumbling the ball a few times tonight, it's pretty hard to find any other errors in the Nevada Union Miners game plan.
Dropped pass, a couple of fumbles. A few plays early on that were, where the running backs were thrown for losses, but that's it. This Nevada Union Miners team, the coaching staff, give credit to the coaching staff for getting these kids prepared to play this game. They have thoroughly dominated a team that, again, as we mentioned, with 5 points added to their total on the year in the right places, could be 9-1, and they play in the tough Delta League with Jesuit, Laguna Creek, Elk Grove, and Folsom. Folsom's a very good team that's not in the playoffs. And Ed Lombardi, our hats are off to you. You got your team to the playoffs. You have your whole community behind you, because take a look at those stands over there. There's the coaching staff, and that's I believe that's Mr. Lombardi on the right. It was
3rd and 12, and he's going to try Dennis Royal, but not even Dennis gets a lot of yardage, who's had a very good night tonight. And so that'll bring up 4th down, and Dante Punteri comes in for what appears to be a field goal attempt.
I believe that's weather.
And you look across the way to the fans from Sheldon. They even decorated the stadium, a lot of pride, and this will be a 33-yard attempt by Dante Punteri. Spotted, kicked, and it hits the crossbar and is no good.
He just rushed that one just a little bit, and I think held up at the end. The timing was off, or he'd have had that one too.
If we get a chance to see that, Pete, you're right. He did rush it just a little bit, and the hold took a little bit of time to place. Let's take a look at it here.
Oh, see, it was a bad snap, and it took a while for the hold to get down. And it was a good job of trying to get that ball down to be kicked, but Punteri took off just a little bit too soon, but it's a timing play. If you wait too long, the defense is going to be in on you, and you got to do it. So
Downs, handoff, left side. And you can see the JV players for Nevada Union that are in there by the white numbers. That'll be a second down and about 7.
we can't go any further without mentioning what an awesome halftime show we had while we were watching the volleyball game. The bands from both schools came out and put on a great halftime show.
It was excellent. And here's Downs, big gain on the play. First down for the Huskies. Carrying tacklers with him, almost to the 37-yard line.
First down, Thomas Downs.
Justin Lane checking back in for the Miners, as well as Trevor Jackson.
Yeah, I don't think we have too many regulars out there right now on defense. James Brindley is out there. He's one of the few.
And that makes sense here. And a big hole up the middle.
Now you see the difference right now between having the regulars out there, say the top 15 or so on defense, and just that's a huge difference. You can see now that these guys that are out there are really good, and they've been out there all year long, and so they're going to separate themselves a little bit from the second and third strings. That's just a part of sports. But they have done a great job. A couple of them came back in on that play, and one of them just picked up the ball. And that was, I believe, number 54. He's a junior, Andrew Jackson. I beg your pardon, a senior.
Big Andrew Jackson.
He's the guy right there.
Still
6'5",
in there. His
250.
first recovery of the season.
Yeah, but he just came on for that play. He just came on the field for that play, and right away makes a difference. I mean, there's a big difference between experienced seniors and experienced juniors and guys that haven't gotten to play that much. Their job is to help the others get better in practice, and they do. Every program has a good scout team in practice.
Knoxon's still in. Second back through takes the ball.
Whistle dead, whistle dead.
And that, again, was Clint Okada. And let's take a look at the turnover here, Pete.
Well, looked like the ball was stripped. And
Andrew had thoughts.
He had
going
thoughts
the other way with it.
Of heroic efforts. He is quite a ball player.
He's quite a specimen, a great player there for Nevada Union. And this is Knoxon. Faked the handoff, but kept it himself.
And that wasn't a good decision. Only because it hurt a lot more than if he'd have handed it off to Weathern, or was it Weathern in on that?
Yeah. Clint also in there. And that'll make it a third down and about 7. 8.5 minutes to go here from Hooper Stadium. Nevada Union leading 48-6. Handoff, Jesse Etlin. And Etlin doesn't get very far. And that'll make it fourth down. Clock will wind down to below 7 minutes.
Now coming into the ball game for Nevada Union, Wes Plummer. He's a 6'2", 190-pound junior.
And the Miners will go for it on fourth down.
4th and 7.
And that's Jason Weathern. And he rumbles his way to a first down. So Weathern, who had fumbled in the first half, gets the call there and gets a nice gain for a first down.
And you know, you think that maybe Coach Humphers is doing Sheldon a favor by going for it on 4th and 7, but then it ends up being a first down.
Well, the one good thing that does is it does keep the clock running, and in a 48-6 game, handoff, left side, this is Andrew Matroka, and Matroka is gang tackled after a very short game.
In a game like this, the officials will turn to one another, and some of the referees will often tell their flank officials who are in charge of stopping the clock if the player goes out of bounds. They'll say, you know what, the track is out of bounds now. Just keep that clock rolling.
There's some great gang tackling on Andrew Matroka, and that'll bring up a second down and about 10. Handoff, and that one is Jason Weathern again. Weathern gets a few yards on the play, and that'll bring up a third down and about 7. Miners now taking their time. Into the game comes Etlin and Wes Plummer for NU.
Dylan Davis comes to the sideline, the junior tight end.
And here's Knox, and he pitches it out to Clint Okada.
Oh, no.
And that play goes backwards.
Clint Okada, I think, is the only player on Nevada Union that has minus yards. Everybody else has at least 30.
So Clint Okada there.
Okada, beg your pardon.
And Dante Punteri is going to come in, and he's going to attempt what looks like it'll be about a 45-yard field goal. He has the leg to do it if he can get a good hold.
Wow, this would be quite a kick here. 45-yard field goal.
Spotted, kicked, line drive, but short, no good.
Just missed. Dante Punteri. Well, you know what? You need to practice those plays. There's no harm in trying that. You've got to see what your field goal kicker can do in case you need to win a game in the playoffs.
Miners use up a lot of time on that drive. 5:37 remaining now in the fourth quarter.
NU cheering squad doing a great job tonight.
Left side, great gain, big yardage.
He could.
Breaks the tackle, tries to cut back, and is finally dragged down at about Nevada Union's 40-yard line.
Well, that was the 20 down to the almost the 40, so 20 and 40 is 60. That's a 40-yard run. Minus the 1 yard, that's a 39-yard run right there. My math is correct.
A lot of white junior varsity jerseys on the field right now for the Miners. And this one will come to the right side. Big gain. That should be a touchdown. Breaks through. Touchdown, Sheldon. James Villaruz. So Villaruz goes in for the touchdown, and that'll make it 48-12 with 5:01 to go in the game.
Wow, that's a burst of speed. So there you have it. Anybody tells you it's all about the skill positions, you tell them, nope, you got to have the people in the trenches doing the job, because if they're doing the job, then they shut the other team's skilled positions down and give your skilled position players, the defensive backs, a chance to get in and make those tackles. And that's exactly what's happened tonight. NU was totally in control of the line of scrimmage.
Point
that
after
kick.
Touchdown is good.
Wow, he's got quite a leg.
So 48-13 with 5:01 to play.
Ryan Williams with that extra point. He's got 27 out of 29 now on the year, extra points.
Well, not only that, but on a couple of the kickoffs, he's put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah.
In fact, I think on the 2 kickoffs that Sheldon has had, he's put the ball into the end zone first time. And let's break down that drive there for Sheldon, Pete. Here's a great play by Villaruz.
That's Downs' run there. Thomas Downs, the quarterback, breaks a tackle there, gets outside. Looks like he's going to go here, but then he stops. You know, you just can't do that against a good pursuing defense like Nevada Union. They're going to catch up with you, and they do. Should have just kept on going. And there's the TD, burst up the middle. Villaruz, and he's gone. Look at that. Great speed, good burst. He's out of here.
Back to live action. The Brindley boys are deep, but I don't think that one will be returned. Nope, James takes it into the end zone. Takes it in the end zone for a touchback.
Ryan Williams, the junior, he's going to be back next year. Quite a leg.
Well, and he'll be a good offensive tool. Not only are his extra points good, not only are his kicks are deep, but I would imagine he gets that field goal down to be in pretty good shape.
He's got 5 field goals on the year, one of them for 41 yards. Pretty good.
So 1st and 10 for the Miners from the 20-yard line. And that is number 27, Corey Browning. So Okada out, Browning in, both of them number 27. One of them with a white 27 and one of them with a silver 27 or a gold 27.
Here comes, that was all JV players were out there, and now all the varsity are back out there.
So 2nd down and about 9. Handoff up the middle, but some gang tackling there. And that time, it's Clint, number 27. So the battle of the 27s right now.
You got to be on your game to know who the 27s are. There comes the JVs
and here's
again.
The JV squad, all white jerseys.
And you know, you can't expect the JVs to know all the plays in the book, so sometimes you need to run a play, and you got to put a starter or two out there.
And there's Browning around the left side there. Corey Browning. And that'll be short. And the Miners will kick back in punt formation as Scott Baldwin. So here's Baldwin to punt. Miners' first punt of the evening.
Yes, that's right. Get away.
And that's a deep kick that is down by Thomas Brindley at the 45-yard line of Sheldon. And with 3:06 to play, Sheldon will retake control of the ball, trailing 48-13.
Still some more JV players coming out on that line. Some juniors. Sheldon fans hanging in there.
Clock is running, 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go.
Not fast enough.
And Downs finally comes into the game. Let's see what he does here. He'll take it. Right side. Good pursuit. And
the JVs and the juniors stuffing the play for 1 yard.
Justin Lane again in on that tackle, along with a few other Miners. 2:12 to go. 2nd down and about 9. Handoff up the middle, follows his tacklers.
It's close to a 1st down.
And that's number
short
25, James Villaruz again. So that'll be a 3rd down. And the Miners almost have too many men on the field. And they do.
They've had too many men on the field all night for Sheldon's liking anyway. There's Downs again.
And here's Downs up the middle. Big yardage. Gets inside the 40 to the 38 with 1:20 to go.
Camille Shedida in on that stop.
Easy
or was it
Trent?
Yeah. He's a sophomore making that stop. And he comes off the field. Shahada, I guess is his name.
1st and 10 in the last minute of the game now. And I think that the pulling guards pulled a bit too soon on that.
They were the leaving guards. They just left a little early. Well, NU, I mean, again, I repeat, for those of you who get to watch NU every week, you just don't know how spoiled you are to see a team that can block and tackle and execute like they do. And that's just great coaching and dedication on the part of the kids.
Downs again gets back close to the original line of scrimmage.
Again, a lot of just JV kids out there stopping one heck of a runner right there on a misdirection play. Running down out of time here, Marty, with 23 seconds.
This could be the last play of the game.
Let's hope they don't pass.
Handoff, left side, Villaruz again. And he takes it short of a first down. But that should be the final play of the game. So in the first round, it's the Nevada Union Miners who move on to play here at Cooper Stadium next week, prevailing over the Sheldon Huskies by a score of 48-13. And Pete, a pretty impressive effort by the Miners tonight.
Well, I would say so. I mean, in virtually every category of this ball game, they dominated from the get-go. Again, scoring on their first three possessions. I mean, they went 90 yards on their to score on one possession from their own 10-yard line, going with a double reverse, and then and that picked up good yardage. They just did it all. But again, you got to give so much credit to the guys on the line of scrimmage for Nevada Union, because they controlled it, and they made it possible for the Zealers and the Etlins and the Matrokas and the Royals to do their job. And again, I would say, in some cases, who are these guys? Jason Weathern with some nice runs, and Royal. I mean, Dennis Royal led everybody with 60 yards rushing in the first half. I believe he ended the ball game with 70 yards. Zealer ended the ball game with about 85 yards. Nevada Union 400 yards plus total offense. They could pass when they wanted to. They could run when they wanted to. They had good special teams play. Were awesome. Brindley with that nice return. I mean, you just can't say enough about a full effort on the part of the Nevada Union Miners, and it's going to take a full effort next week and the week after as they continue their march toward, hopefully for them, another CIF Sac Joaquin Division I section title.
And Pete, one of the things, I believe that the Miners came in extremely focused, well rested, and very prepared.
And that's the hallmark of a Dave Humphers Nevada Union team, preparation. And I think, I think Ed Lombardi, he's got his team over there in front of the stands on the far side of the field. If we could maybe get a shot of that, it's nice to look at all these Nevada Union players. But look at that. He's got his fans in front of the team, his team in front of the fans, and you can see that they're standing in appreciation of all that this team has given on the year. Because that's a heck of an effort coming out of a very tough league, and they came in here and they found out what playoff football is all about, and that's a good education. And a lot of these kids are young. Remember, Thomas Downs is a junior. Alex Dillard is a junior. Cam Morris, the quarterback who couldn't go tonight, is just a junior. So they've got some studs coming back. They've got some excellent skilled players coming back. Got a tremendous band, by the way, and they have quite a following at Sheldon. That program is headed in the right direction, and our hats are off to Ed Lombardi for coming back from Fresno and in 3 years putting Sheldon on the map and in the playoffs. For Nevada Union, ho-hum, same old, but I tell you, as someone who doesn't get to see them very often, I'm telling you just how lucky you all are to to get to see this great team in Grass Valley play week after week. It's just a thing of beauty to watch the way they execute.
You know, and like you said, Pete, I think a really good comment that you made almost at the outset of the show was, look at the evolution of this Sheldon team. They are a team on the rise, and although their first venture into the postseason might not have been as successful as they would have liked it to be, they'll be back.
Yep. Next year, they'll be back. If they can get out of that tough Delta League, they will be back. Very good program. They got a great coach running it. A lot of respect between Coach Humphers and Coach Lombardi over the years, between Elk Grove and which Nevada Union always plays in the preseason, and now they're rivals at Sheldon. And let's hope that we see more of Sheldon, because obviously they got great kids, they got great support from their community, and they kind of mirror Nevada Union in a lot of ways. They're trying to become what Nevada Union is now. A lot of programs I know want to emulate what they have here at Hooper Stadium every Friday night.
The NorCal Game of the Week has been underwritten by Liberty Motors. Gary Alkenbrack hopes you've enjoyed tonight's playoff telecast.
Hanson Brothers Construction and HBE Rentals. The Hanson family salutes the dedication of all these student athletes.
Suburban Propane. Suburban Propane is everywhere they play football in the foothills.
Burke Home Loans. John Red Burke, longtime supporter of minor football.
Placer Title Company. Larry Ingersoll and Sally Vigil are more than proud to support the NU Miners. Caseywood Corporation. Mark and Kevin Casey, along with Brent Frazier, happy to be a part of the Turf Committee. Mike Bratton State Farm Insurance. Robin and Mike Bratton bleed blue and gold for their miners. The Beam Easy Living Center. Everyone at the Beam Center loves our community activities. Port of Subs. The Argento and Larimer families are proud to be your neighbors in Nevada County. Top Disc Truck and Auto Accessories. Owner Chuck Cavros and his family love their miners. Grass Valley Glass. The Sawin family is an NU miner family. B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. The Fowler family salutes the character of youth sports. Greg Segezi, Nevada County Realtor. The Segezi family has rooted for the miners for 6 generations. MBI Ready Mix and MBI Landscape. The MBI family is your friend and neighbor in the foothills. Statewide Homes. The Murray family is proud to be an NU family. A&Z Supply Ace Hardware. Dan Wheat, longtime friend of Dave Humphers and NU Miners. Premier Floor Covering. Dan and Julie Gratton salute the NU Miner players and coaches on a great season. Jerry Chan, OD, and Lisa Moon, OD. Lisa and Jerry love to root for their NU Miner football team. Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Mark Hauser is proud to be the voice of Hooper Stadium. Did a great job tonight. The NorCal Game of the Week is presented by Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 9th season televising high school sports to Northern California. We are on the road to the section title, so be sure to tune in each and every week as we follow all the teams through the season. From the NorCal volleyball playoffs to the football section title, we have you covered, so be sure to tune in our expanding NorCal network of stations. ACTV Channel 20 in Auburn, NCTV Channel 11 in Grass Valley, Nevada City, Lake of the Pines Channel 7 in Bear River, Seabridge Connections Channel 23 in Bear River and Colfax, Alta Sierra, Meta Vista, Weimar, and Comcast Sports Net. That's a lot of people watching this show. Pete, the final word. Execution. When you execute well, you can execute the other team. And Sheldon was executed tonight 48-13, but you know what? I think it was just another step toward that team's development. And I want to really applaud the Nevada Union fans for great sportsmanship as
the teams were in the locker room at half times, and the band came out for Sheldon after the NU band put on a fantastic performance. The Sheldon band came out to a rousing applause and even a partial standing ovation from the NU fans. And so hopefully this is a rivalry that's going to be a good one for many years to come here. And we congratulate Sheldon for getting into the playoffs. And once again, the Miners over here with Dave Humphers doing his "I got a guy" thing after every game, kind of pointing out some of the players that did good things. They are just the class act and one of the top teams in all of Northern California, and it's just a pleasure to get to watch them once in a while.
So Sheldon goes home. The Miners move on to live another week. They'll be back here at their cozy home in Grass Valley at Hooper Stadium next Saturday. And we'd like to remind you that, next Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. And we'd like to remind you that we will be covering Nevada Union's run through the playoffs as well as the rest of the Sac City Championship and then the Sac Joaquin Championship.
So bring your turkey sandwich and come on back to Hooper Stadium next Friday night.
Your executive producer-director is Gilbert M. Dominguez. Assistant director on replay, Brandon Duckett.
Great job, Brandon.
Chiron operator, Jesse Williamson. Announcers, Jim Adams and Pete Dufour. Pete, great pleasure to work with
Pleasure
you
to
tonight.
work with
Thanks
you
for
too,
joining
Jim.
me.
My first chance to get to work with the great one
last
week, and I get to work with the other great one this week.
Camera operators, R.C. Cameron, Chris Glass, Grady Fike, Stephen Davis, Ross Wisniewski, and Danny Rasmussen. Office manager, Patty Costa. Post-production manager, Courtney Wilcox. Touchdown accounting, Aero Business Solutions. Remote facilities brought to you by the Commander. And the Commander Maintenance by Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Stats courtesy of MaxPreps.com. Check our broadcast times in the Union at theunion.com. Touchdown Productions in Grass Valley, 274-2206. This is Jim Adams for Pete Dufour, Gil Dominguez, and the entire Touchdown team, reminding you that you've been watching exclusive coverage of Northern California high school football on the NorCal Game of the Week.